snow or 2 inches of ice. If you go to your neighbor's house, he might have a foot of snow. I don't think I've recalled a storm changing like this.
Well, when she said ice yesterday, I was like, oh, boy.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
there you go. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah,
just a little bit. That's it.
We got to be able to see you. There we go.
We had some obstructions in the studio. So right now, I guess in the greater Nashville area, 2 to 4 inches of snow, and the Kentucky line and above, it's like 8 inches. Then a dusting below. I don't know what's going on.
Neither do I.
We could offer some commentary.
I mean, sorry, I'm in the middle.
Being like Ed McMahon. Yes.
Well, I did something to my back. That's why I'm trying to I can't turn all the way around. I kind of have to do the full turnaround with the chair.
What'd you do to your back?
I don't know. I was lifting some boxes that were a little heavy and then ended up just pop goes the weasel.
You are the oldest 27-year-old I've ever met in my life, which is not bad.
That's all right.
But you we okay? You back okay now?
Yeah, I think I'll be all right. It's just a little twinge, I don't know if I slept on it wrong or something, but we'll figure it out.
Okay. But, look, the highs all next week are the mid-30s.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to get above freezing until Tuesday. Just, look, sit back and enjoy this, right? I mean, we can't do anything about it. I don't have a magic elixir. I can't change the weather.
I will say this morning, because I stopped by the store, our question of the day yesterday, what would the one thing you would get at the grocery store? I saw a guy with 2 packs of Natty Light.
Yeah,
just
right.
2 24 packs. I'm like, good for you, man. Prepping for the storm.
He got you. And I heard Robbie's rant this morning about people buying bread. And it's like I told you got the store Wednesday. He's like, I'm buying stuff I'm never going to use.
Yeah.
I was like, I get it, man. I don't think he was hoarding anything. He's like, maybe I'll need some pudding. And he grabs some pudding. Maybe I'll need some straw. But he's never bought before. Maybe I need this and that to get it. But there's nothing we can do about it, right? There's nothing we could do.
Nada. And that's just what we live with, Joe. We live in the Arctic, and I'm okay with it.
Wait, what did you get? If you had to bebop in the store, what'd you buy?
Oh, I had to buy a little bit of some mozzarella cheese. I was out of that. I made sauce yesterday, so that's something.
You cut up tomatoes?
No, I have a giant canister that has the tomatoes in it, and then you grind it up and all that.
All right,
so
well done. We're gonna have a fun show for today. We got Chris Sanders at 1:00, Greg Wyshynski at 2. You went to the Preds game last night. How was it?
What a crazy game that was! I missed all the excitement.
We don't say that on the radio.
Just saying.
It was a great game. Comeback was wonderful. They won 5-3. They were down 3-0.
Yeah,
great.
I will say 5 unanswered goals. Good for that. And it's Johnny January, Jonathan March. I've been waiting to say it. Johnny Marchessault had himself a goal. Fantastic.
They're not laughing at you. You're joking. They're laughing at each other. I'm laughing at it. Sounds good.
Yeah,
but you couldn't care less.
Whatever.
Right. But good. So Stamkos with a hat trick.
Mm-hmm.
They're like battling now in a playoffs. I mean, this is fun. This is what we signed up for.
As long as they can start out on the front foot and not be playing from behind, that'd be the best part about it.
I was listening to Pete in the gang. And I was like down 3-0. I was like, but 3-0 is the most unsafe lead in all of sports.
Yeah.
The 3-0 lead in hockey.
There was last night with the Preds. Like you could tell there's a little boost of energy. Obviously, they were down 3-0 at one point, but having Ozzy Weisblatt back, I think, put a little factor into the end of the game.
Now, you said something, and I didn't mean to step on your excitement earlier about somebody. All right, Yossi played in 1,000th game.
There you go.
Love it. Same uniform. We'll talk to Greg Wyshynski about that. I love in today's age of I'm not happy and I want more money and blah, 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 and all this yelping. What does Roman Yossi do? He goes and plays hockey, right? And we love Roman Yossi, and we love him. He's such a great example. But you said somebody else last night had their 100th game, right?
Yeah, Fedor Svechkov.
And I was like, I don't care. It's great. He's played 100 more games than I've played.
Right.
That's a kindergarten graduation stat.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, look, it's like throwing a little party.
Yeah, 100, yay. 1,000? Hell yeah. 100, I just don't.
Look,
good, fine.
That 100th game is essentially the comma you put after the 1-0 for Roman Yossi's 1,000th game.
Right? He's only got 900 more to go, and then he'll catch up with the esteemed captain. But no, nice win for the Nashville Predators last night as they've rolled on. All right, we're going to talk a lot of things today. We got where do you stand on Mike Vrabel this weekend? There's a new head coach in the mix for the Buffalo Bills, which you've not heard this, made me howl. I laughed my tail off. I love it. We'll talk about Titans. Some offensive coordinator candidates could be coming in here. And again, New England versus Denver, Rams, Seattle, with Vrabel in the mix there. We're excited about that. And, of course, big news out of college football today. They're sticking with the 12-team format, and we'll get into all that a little bit. Dr. Crane.
Yes, sir.
What is, and I'm excited about this, what is our question of today? We'll talk snow and sledding, but we need an outlet, right? And I'm on the way. I had a discussion with a guy this morning talking about this subject, and we had a fun argument, but I want the people to weigh in on our question today, which is
the best all-time arcade game. And I love this question.
The best all-time video arcade game. All time. And we'll take arguments, but I don't know all time. Now, we agreed on this. We almost said the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is?
Galaga.
It's the best.
I mean, look, the strategy into that game, you let one of your little airplanes get caught up, your little spaceships get caught up with the aliens, then you shoot it back down and you have two of them.
Yep.
Now it's double the fun. I mean, what else do you not want to play?
And you're blasting away, man.
Yeah. And the easy out on this would be, oh, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. No.
Watch your mouth.
Hey, that's all right.
Watch your mouth.
I love that game as much as everybody else, but Galaga is supreme over everything else.
I agree with you. And then, anyway, 615-737-1025. 615-737-1025. You can call or text. We'd love to hear from you. But what is the all-time best video game? That'll be our question of the day, brought to you by Dr. Crane.
Aries Tactical. You want more of that?
Yeah, I would like more.
Look, my computer is slowly dying on me. I'm trying to open everything at the same time.
All right.
But you just give me a little
All
second.
right.
There I got it. There
okay.
First time, shoot for free. Just tell them Chase sent you. As Chase McCabe's not here. But yes, tell them Chase sent you. AriesTactical.com. Check them out. Presented your safety, your skill, your Aries Tactical.
How do we spell Aries?
A-R-E-S.
Okay. Not like the zodiac sign.
No.
A-R-E-S.
No, A-R-E-S.
That's about my adventure. You've heard about my adventure at Aries Tactical?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it was the best. The best people in that store.
I love how the people at the store didn't freak out. That's what is the craziest thing about the story is like, oh, they go, whoa, wait a minute. It's all right.
Yeah, they're great.
Joe.
It's a long story. I'm not going to bore you with it, but
yeah,
it was fantastic, and there are good people in there. So that's our question today. Now with Galaga, and look, there'll be a lot of people this week. You were stuck at home, right? So a lot of you got video games, be playing things, watching streaming things, football's on. But the arcade game, I mean, for Galaga, when your guy gets captured and you get him back and you start blasting away, at some point you got to tell that co-pilot, I got to let you go, man. I got to sacrifice you for the greater good of my game. It's never an easy moment. I get emotional.
Just start playing taps while you're doing it.
I get emotional.
Yeah.
I can't play taps because the aliens are coming after me.
Yeah.
And then you got the challenging stage. You just blast. I mean, you're hard as you can, and then you get the 10,000 points.
Yeah, that's right.
When you get out, and then you miss one guy, and you're like, you want to go behind the video machine and fight him. Like, where'd this guy go?
You know, when you're actually at the arcade, I was telling you before the show, you have to put 50 more cents into the machine to continue your play, so you don't lose your, little airplane spaceships.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I thought once you're done, you're done.
No, like apparently there's at some point where if you have two of them and one of them dies and you still have one left, it always made me put another 25 cents in to continue.
Really? I never got that.
Like I reached a certain duration of the game, like, oh, put 25 more cents. And I'm like, wait, what?
I never got any of that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm in the wrong place watching, doing things, but.
Or maybe I just got, just.
I like that though. I would like to have continued on my game to do all that, but it never happened. So which game? So you're not a Pac-Man fan? Is that what I'm gathering?
No, I like Pac-Man. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, Pac-Man, Galaga.
Now you got Galaga's at top.
Yeah,
but I don't think you like Pac-Man because I don't think you like people.
Excuse me?
That's right. You don't like the people who play Pac-Man.
I love people. I think it's great. And you know what? Our callers are fantastic. I love our callers. I love our texters. I don't like, it's not that I don't like people. I love people.
All right. Just Brando, you're going to weigh on that. Look, you got to weigh on this, Brando, as our producer today.
Oh, I have to. I'm a big Galaxian guy. I absolutely loved Galaxian as a kid. Me and my mom actually bonded through Galaxian when I was a kid. It was one of the first video games I ever played were all of the old Sega arcade games. Nice. So we had a fun time playing that until I started beating her and got a little too good at it.
Okay. What's the name of it again?
Galaxian.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
Galaga.
Oh, Galaga.
Yeah, Galaga.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What Galaxy? What was the other word you were saying?
We'd call it Galaxian at home, but Galaga.
Oh, okay. No, we don't do it in a way.
Commonly.
Okay. All right. Good. God, look, the response is amazing. Devin Dixon, the best arcade game of all time is Daytona USA, hands down the basis of all modern racing games. I'm not going to argue with that. That's pretty good. 4702, Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Clay in the Burrow. I'd like Donkey Kong Clay, but that damn music, I don't like it because it's suspenseful and it gets faster and faster, and I get nervous, and I don't like that at all. Skeeter from Spring Hill, I'm a huge fan of Street Fighter, the original, or NFL Blitz. Honorable mention, NBA Jam. See, I never played those.
NBA Jam, spot on.
Was that an arcade video game?
Yes.
Okay.
It was fantastic. I think it's still out on, I guess, the digital platforms, but it's just 2v2. You have giant airhead, basketball players.
Right.
They score like 4 or 5 points, maybe 7 or 8, and they just light up in flames. And so everything they do is like overpowered with skill rating. It's awesome.
Okay. All right. I'll get with you on that. Al says, you both stole my Galaga Thunder, so I'll go with Pac-Man. Second, no, not Adam Jones. Exactly on that, right, as well. Casey and Gallatin. I got to go with Defender is a great arcade game. Casey, thank you for that. You get spin the guy around. You're in the desert on some planet somewhere.
Yeah.
You against whatever, and you blasted them away. That's a great one. Anything else you got for me?
There's one more. I forget the name of it, but it's with a mouse and you're like climbing levels. Is it Mighty Mouse or something?
Mickey Mouse?
Not Mickey Mouse. Basically it's a mouse that it continues to go up each level, but you can use little like bungee strings that you go up to the 3rd level, go back down. It's kind of like Pac-Man. It's different.
I've never heard of this game.
Yeah, I'll have to find it.
0248 says Galaga, yes, use the arcade cheat code so they stop firing at you. Is there an arcade cheat code for Galaga? I don't know about this.
I don't know.
Then who are you? They're just flying around, you shooting them? That's no fun.
Hang on. I think is it the cheat code where you slide your spaceship all the way to the like bottom left corner and you wait for them to go back and then you just go
No,
back.
he says so they stop firing at you on Galaga.
Huh.
I don't know the cheat code on that. I don't like that. I like being fired upon.
Yeah.
Because I got to sacrifice my guy. Got to get him out of here. So that's what's happened. All right, we'll continue our question today, brought to you by Aries Tactical. What is the all-time best video arcade game? We got a lot of time on our hand the next 3 or 4 days stuck in the house. So we'll talk about something makes us happy, nothing we do about the weather. We'll do all that. Coming up next, if you've not heard who's up for the Buffalo Bills head coaching job, it blew my mind. If you've not heard this, stick around because I think it's fantastic. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel right here on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back here to the Chase and Big Joe show. I mean, anytime you could, little Steve Earle out in the world, it's a good thing. Welcome back to the show. Chase off today. Dr. Crane in studio. Brando behind the boards. Our question of the day is, what is the all-time best arcade video game? Because we got all weekend to talk about this. That's our question of the day. 615-737-1025. To the phones we go. Wesley, good afternoon, my man. What's happening?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just actually driving home for the day, so I was kind of getting ahead of it.
Good.
Yep. I liked Joust, and it got to thinking, Pac-Man is kind of like the Beatles, right? You know all the songs. Everybody knows it. It's good. Maybe Galaga, good one. That to me is kind of like Zeppelin. I don't know. But I liked Joust. Kind of the Pink Floyd.
I love this. This is great.
So I'll let y'all, discuss amongst yourselves, but I like the Joust. That's my vote.
All right, Wesley. Thanks, bro. Thanks for calling in. That's a great way to put. Pac-Man is actually, that's the Beatles, man.
Good for him. I like that.
Yeah, thanks, Wesley.
Yeah.
And Joust was Pink Floyd. But who was the other one?
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin was for
Galaga.
For Galaga. Yeah. It's a great way to put all that. To come together with all that. All right.
I found out the game, by the way. Mappy. That was the game.
Mappy?
Mappy.
I have literally never heard of a game called Mappy.
Mappy. It's with Sega.
Mappy.
Mappy.
I would like for you to send me a picture, text me a picture of Mappy.
Sure. Mappy. I can do that.
Is this a game like it came out in 2007?
No, it came out in 1983.
Mappy.
Mappy.
And he's a mouse.
It's a mouse.
All
Is
right.
there an echo in here?
I don't know, man. I've just never heard of Mappy.
Oh,
Did he get shunned? Was he like the stepson to Pac-Man? It's like nobody talks about this guy.
I guess. It has the same concept. You're just going up levels and levels. Mappy is like a cop mouse. It's a mouse. It's a cop, and he's just essentially.
This gets worse by the second.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop there.
He's a mouse. He's a cop mouse.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop there.
I did a little bit of research.
Right?
Yeah, I did a little bit of research, and apparently it is a slightly pejorative Japanese slang term for policeman. So,
Mappy. Run, the Mappies are coming, right? Is that the thing? I got pulled over by Mappy today.
yeah, exactly.
Never heard that in my life. That's crazy.
Well,
Who's he trying to catch?
I don't know. I think he's just collecting points. He's going through each doorway, and he's, I don't know, maybe just collecting.
Does he knock on the door and say, police are here?
No, you run through the door is what.
Well, that's illegal.
Well,
You got to have some kind of warrant from the judge, right? To go busting in somebody's house.
that's true. Unless they have cause.
At least that's how I was told. Who knows? All right, keep it coming in 615-737-1025. All right, the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to read you verbatim the ESPN.com article. The Bills' search for a new head coach has kicked into high gear over the past couple of days. And Friday, the list of candidates interviewed will grow to include former quarterback Philip Rivers. Sources tell ESPN's Adam Schefter. Rivers, who's never coached at the collegiate or professional level, will interview with the Bills on Friday in Florida, sources said. He is the head coach at St. Michael Catholic High School in Fairhope, Alabama. I mean, you think about this. No, this isn't happening, right?
I think it's very probable. I'm not probable. I'd say it's pretty possible this could happen. Look at it this way. He's not currently, was a player's coach in a roundabout way for the last, 2 to 3 games for the Colts.
All right, yeah.
All right. Coached up Riley Leonard, was running the same offense at St. Michael High School, the same as Shane Steichen, and they were talking all year long, regardless of the beginning of the year all the way through the end, which they were teammates, coaches, whatever you want to call it. I think that's exactly what he has enough credibility under his belt. He knows the NFL system. I was having this conversation with somebody the other day. It might have been last night or the day before, or it was, with John Chris yesterday. Veteran quarterbacks in this league, like an Aaron Rodgers, Philip Rivers, add him into this category. Tom Brady, like all those guys right now, they say, oh yeah, I can still go out there and throw a football and play. And sure enough, Philip Rivers did it, regardless of his weight, but he was out there able to go throw the football. And I think that's something that's proven, and he has the mental game up here to where he can go produce it as a coach.
Let me flip it on you for a second.
All right.
What if he was in the mix for the Titans head coaching job?
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Really?
As an OC, not as a head coach. This team,
nowhere near as that. OC, yeah. Quarterback coach, no problem. Head coach, Absolutely not.
But here's the deal. The difference between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans right now, the Tennessee Titans have a quarterback coming off his rookie year that needs development, needs some form of guidance. Do I think Robert Saleh brings that? I think he brings more of the culture aspect. He's going to be able to set this defense straight. But as for Philip Rivers, if he was the head coach of the Titans, I think it would I wouldn't say it would lead the Titans down a murky path, but it definitely would.
It would. You can say that.
It definitely wouldn't lead them in the proper path.
No, no. A coordinator, fine. Head coach. If I'm a Buffalo fan, by the way, I saw this online. They have gotten nearly 50,000 signatures to bring back Sean McDermott.
Wow.
50, and it says a large majority of those are season ticket holders. They would not. My bad. Hey, Sean, look, man, if I'm McDermott, I'm like, no, I'm going to go to Pittsburgh or wherever. I ain't coming back.
If I'm McDermott, I'm like, all right, 20 more million. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, now you dictate the price.
Yeah.
But now you got 50,000 people have signed this, and they said a large majority of them are season ticket owners. Now they move into a new stadium next year up in Buffalo.
It's smaller capacity.
Oh, is it?
Like 5,000, I think, 5,000 or 6,000.
It's open air, thank God.
Yeah.
Right? That's the beauty of all that.
Get that vitamin D.
But how do you – this does not bode well. It's not a good – he's not qualified to be a head coach in the National Football League. He's not. Coordinator, fine.
What about the Arizona Cardinals? Is he qualified for that?
No, he's not.
What?
No. Remember last year when the Colts were hired, or a couple years ago, Jeff Saturday came in and –
yeah, but that was a relationship thing with him and Jim Irsay. They were like, oh, no.
He interviewed for the job afterwards.
Yeah, but he was that interim head coach because he was already with the franchise. He was kind of like a Joe Thomas, like an ambassador / senior advisor role.
Joe Thomas.
I'm just saying, with the Cleveland Browns.
He can shut his mouth, too.
Yeah, that whole Baker thing. Besides the point, Jeff Saturday, I think, was in a different position. Whereas for Philip Rivers, and again, Buffalo can get away with this because it's Josh Allen. Again, as I was trying to make the point earlier with Cam Ward, he's coming off his rookie year. Josh Allen isn't. Josh Allen's been a veteran quarterback in this league for quite some time now. He's led his team to the playoffs 4 to 5 years now. I think this is a proven team.
7 or 8.
7 or 8. Yeah, I'm just saying recent years. This is the team that needs defensive help. I think that's the issue that they have. Offensively, I think they're okay. I mean, sure, they need a few weapons on the outside.
But it's Philip Rivers.
Dude,
you can't hire that guy.
I don't know. I think with the Bills, you can get away with it, but anywhere else, I don't think so.
I don't think you get away with it there. There's no affiliation there with him and them. I don't get it. There are other more qualified coaches for this job.
All right, hang on.
By the way, Mike McDaniel is interviewing for this job. He just got hired Wednesday as the Chargers offensive coordinator. He's interviewing for the job.
Did he sign the dotted line?
Schefter said Chargers OC Mike McDaniel. To me, that's signing the dotted line, that you've signed the dotted line.
Well, they said that about Harbaugh, and it took a little bit because he had to have some stuff in writing.
I don't know.
I don't know about that one, Joe. I'll have to look more into that.
But Mike McDaniel, he's not getting away wearing those capris in Buffalo.
Well, I can tell you this. Matt Nagy's definitely not going back to Kansas City because Eric Bieniemy was officially hired as the OC.
Yeah, I mean.
So they're running it back.
Have you seen all this online about Nagy? All the Chiefs fans and Bears, and all the fans of the Chiefs and Bears, like Tennessee fans, you dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, okay. All right.
It's crazy.
Like that. All right, back to the phones real quick. On our question today, what's the all-time best arcade video game? 615-737-1025. Our man, Kenny the Mailman. What's happening, man?
Hello, good friends. How are you?
We're doing well.
Getting a little nervous, but I'll still be cruising out here tomorrow.
I love it.
Listen, I can't give you a lot of experience on the arcade games. You know why?
Because you were married?
No. Cone High School, West Nashville. You got your cinnamon toothpick. Went to Nashville Rec Arcade, and you shot pool. The nerds were left to play the video game. Every now and then one of them would jump up and down and put his 3 little initials in the high score. You remember that?
Oh, absolutely.
But even if you were bad, if you had your cinnamon toothpick and stood by the pool table, you looked cool.
Where can we get cinnamon toothpicks anymore?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you about my high school days. So I don't even know if they're arcades anymore. We've lost so much of the good stuff when we were young. But it was all about status. You didn't even have to learn to play pool. If you just stood there and went and played Ted Nugent on the jukebox,
You did
You
your
were
best
in.
Minnesota Fats impersonation.
Well, where
didn't
did you hang
Kenny?
out in West Nashville?
I just told you, Family Rec,
Oh,
Big
okay.
Life Record Shop,
Oh, all
Plaza
right.
Theater. There were, mini tee golf course. There were 4 or 5 things. Now people stay inside and just play their own game or talk on the phone.
That's boring. We want to
pretty
be out
wild.
with the people there. Where do you go,
Yeah,
Kitty? I like that.
Hold on. Let me tell you what is super cool about being a mailman.
Okay.
I just had a guy on my route got home from going to the Indiana-Miami game, and he brought me a bag full of swag. I bragged on him all year, and I didn't know Indiana's history about how bad they were through the years. And
Right.
so we've sort of mutually bonded, and he brought me back a lot of stuff they were giving away at the game. I will keep it forever.
Oh, that's awesome.
awesome.
That's because you're the
Isn't that
best.
neat?
You're the best mailman ever.
Well, listen, y'all have a great day and wave at all the mailmen tomorrow because we won't be too happy.
Will do. Thanks, Kitty. Kitty the mailman. Yeah. I see Kitty now with his hair slicked back and that white T-shirt looking like James Dean.
Maybe a leather jacket.
Uh-huh. And
looking
then like
a T-bird.
Fonzie.
Yeah.
Like some guy comes in and Kenny throws him against the wall and says, "Hey, what are you doing here? I'm just here to play games."
It's my
He's like,
pool
yeah.
table.
Yeah. He's like, "You better get out of here. You better know what's good for you."
What? Christmas Sorrow and him were friends back then?
I think so.
Wow.
Hey, but you better shut your mouth, Dr. Cranks. I'd have thrown you out in the street over there off of Charlotte Pike.
All right, let's take another break. Our question of the day, the best all-time arcade video game that's happening. Come up next, big weekend of football on Sunday,
Indeed.
including Mr. Mike Vrabel.
And I got some info on his team, by the way.
I love it. That's all next. You listen to the Chase and Big Joe Show brought to you by the Omni National Hotel right here on 102.5 The Game. We got to wait to the first line here. Here we go. Woo! Gregory Abbott bringing us back on this Friday before we all expire this weekend because of the 19 feet of ice we're getting. We don't know. It changes every hour.
It does.
From 24 inches of snow to 8 inches to a quarter inch of ice. And now I don't know what we're getting. I just know it's coming, right?
Weather's like a chameleon.
It
changes
is.
colors.
We want to hear from you today, 615-737-1025. To the phones we go. Chris wants to talk about Juwan Jennings. And Chris, tell us, baby, bring him home, right?
Well, I got a three-part question, man. Number one, has Saleh got enough pull? Is Juwan Jennings good enough for the Titans? And have we got enough money?
The third part is the Titans have the most money, I've been told, to spend on players. They have the most money. Secondly, Robert Saleh went against Juwan Jennings every day this past year in practice. Every day. Defensive coordinator, he's on the other side as a receiver. What was the first question? Am I handsome? I think that's a correct one.
That was it, man. No. Would he be worth it? I mean, he had 9 touchdowns last year, 800+ yards. The Titans' best receiver last year was the tight end with 4 touchdowns, and it's got to be a plus. But I don't know about character issues and stuff. Are we good there?
That's a great question. Thank you, Chris, for the phone call. I would love to have him here. He's not going to be the number one, but reading about him is like every game he brings 100% blocks. And I tell you what got me, Dr. Crane, was I forget what game it was. He was on the left side. The other receiver on the right side lined up wrong. And Jennings stood back. Purdy was in the shotgun and screamed at the other receiver that he was lined up wrong in the wrong formation. And I'm thinking that is pretty badass that he knows where people should. And he was right. The guy was not supposed to be on the line. He needed to be backed up. I think or maybe he was backed up and needed to be on the line. Anyway, Jennings knew it. The question, though, is attitude. Maybe coming home, that changed. I don't know, but it's been a problem since high school.
Yeah, and I wonder how that gels with this new Titans core of Borgonzi, Saleh, add Brinker to the mix, because they got rid of the cornerback that went to the Jets, Jarvis Brownlee Jr., because of attitude. Allegedly is what it was. So I wonder if the Juwan Jennings aspect of this with his attitude, if that's put into the equation, if he is a fit or not.
Well,
that's my biggest
concern. Does Borgonzi go to Saleh and say, you saw him every day in practice, what was it like? If Saleh's like, look, man, there were some days he wasn't there and they don't get him. But Saleh says he walked on the practice field with the intention of getting better every single day. Bring him here.
Yeah.
Spend the money. He's not a number one, but when you need 8 yards, he's getting you 9. We've talked about this. If you need 13, he's getting you 14. I got no problem bringing it home, but you just got to say, look, man, this is a young team. You're now a leader. You can't be hitting guys in the crotch like he did last year. All that you are exempt. Can you set the example for me? That's my thing. If so, bring him home.
He was tied 8th this year in regular season touchdowns with 9 across the league, which is impressive. 643 yards, 55 receptions, and averaging 11.7 yards per catch.
Would you bring him?
I would. Off those stats, absolutely.
What about the attitude? Would you want to know the attitude, right?
I think he'd gel okay with Cam Ward and Jeffrey Simmons. You know, that whole attitude thing with Jeffrey Simmons and Cam Ward back and forth, that was just banter building a bond. I think if you add a guy like Juwan Jennings to the mix, it's like a pack of wolves. You have the alphas, and then you have that one dog that's trying to be an alpha with them, and then he knows his role. And I think they would put him in his role.
How do you sell this to Juwan Jennings?
You're coming home, man. You
got to be more than that.
I mean,
you can hop a flight and be back in Murfreesboro in no time.
Financially, the no state income tax, you have that aspect of it. Home cooked meals. I don't know if that's a factor for him or not.
No, how about this? Come back and be part of something special we're building here. You got these 2 receivers that you could work with. They learn under you. You got Jeffrey Simmons. I mean, we're building something special, brand new. Don't look what we did last year. We want you to be part of this.
It all hinges on the offensive coordinator. If they get the Brian Dable or who else is out there, Joe? Kubiak or
There's all these names. There's 1,000 people I've heard
Yeah.
of it, evidently.
well, apparently, let's say if Brian Dable ends up becoming the next offensive coordinator for the Titans, maybe that does attract a Jawan Jennings. Then I would say, look, there's your OC. Look what he did in Buffalo with Josh Allen. He's coming here with Cam Ward, bringing this thing to the next level. We want you a part of this. This is why you're going to be a part of the culture change.
I like it. I mean, why not? I mean, you got nothing else. I
Yeah.
mean, he's not going to be your number one.
Oh, absolutely.
not.
Yeah.
Just know that. But is he 3 and moves DK down 1 or Iron Man or up? I mean, they got to get a receiver. They've got to get a number 1. They have to.
I think right now, currently on the roster, I would go if Jennings is in the mix, Io Manor, Jennings, DK.
And you're done with Ridley.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely done with Ridley.
Absolute casualty.
Yep. Thanks, Ram.
Casualty.
Thanks, Ram. Hit the road,
Yep.
Ridley. Can't catch a pass. I'm out of here. Okay,
Snead
yeah.
as well. Good riddance.
Who's that?
Legere Snead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good riddance.
Yeah.
You almost forgot about him. My goodness.
Well, he's not a receiver.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying in
so,
general, casualties on the roster for finance.
Hit the road.
Yeah.
By
Done.
the way, would you like to know what Jawan Jennings' projected contract is as of now? 3 years, $60 million. So how would that potentially maybe add a
I think
wrinkle
I'm
into that?
passing on that.
Yeah.
I'm not paying him $20 million a year, but again, it's not my money. I don't care.
It's comparable to what Jacoby Myers got. He got around 3 years, $60 million.
Well,
Yeah,
who'd you rather
in
have, Jacoby
December.
Myers or Jawan Jennings?
Jacoby
I'd
Myers.
rather have Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
And here's the issue with Jawan Jennings' situation. He has leverage because of the whole Brandon Ayuk situation in San Francisco, saying that he's played his last snap with the 49ers. I think that gives him an extra boost of like, look, if the 49ers want me back, they're going to pay the top dollar to get me. So I want you to pay the top dollar to get me over there. See what I'm saying?
So what are you paying? What's your ceiling for him? $15 million?
Yeah, I think 15.
So he got a 3-year, $15 million. His last deal, I thought, was $5 million. That's what I thought it was.
I'll double check.
But somebody's going to pay for that. I mean, and that's the thing. You overpay for some of these guys. You have to. And you don't like doing that. But if you can get him, I don't know, 3-year, $36 million, sure.
And opt out after year 2, something like that.
But $60 million is a lot to tie up.
Yeah, it says here Jennings' contract was restructured in September of 25, adding $3 million in playtime incentives to his existing deal, earning up to $10.5 million rather than his $7.5 million before hitting free agency in 2026.
All right. Well, there you have it then. So somebody's going to bid for him. If he gets the highest bid, go there. But I have no problem bringing him back home.
Yeah, I mean, look, if the price is right, as I said with Bob Barker, price is right, then yeah, why not do
Bob
it?
Barker's passed away.
I know, but it's honorary. Bob Barker's the man of Price is Right.
I know, but he's no longer with us. Who's doing that show now?
I believe it's Drew Carey.
It is Drew Carey. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. You still have that long, skinny microphone.
Yeah, I love those things. They're hilarious. It's nostalgia, man. You
It
watch,
is.
you're like, oh my goodness, I'm laying on the beanbag again.
Watch out where you.
I'm just saying, like,
those bean bags.
like back in the 70s and 80s, everybody had.
Oh, yeah.
beanbags. So I'm always with my grandparents when I was a kid.
I bet you had corduroy. If you were a young man like 22 in 1972, I bet you had the bell bottoms,
No, not
fluffy
bell bottom.
shirts,
No.
chains hanging down. Hey,
Chains, yes.
hitting
I
the
mean,
club.
maybe. Definitely have some nice shoes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you get one of those nice shirts that you unbutton the top 3 buttons and it's like all stripes down, like a
Mhm.
bowling shirt almost. Yeah.
Get gold chains.
One now.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I don't want to.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back. We will do your New England thing. Thank you for the topic.
We totally forgot about that.
That's right. About what's happened with New England and Vrabel. Some big news out of Boston today. So we'll get you up to date on that. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show, brought to you by the Omni National Hotel, right here on 102.5 The Game. This is how Borgonzi does. Going to rebuild this team, baby. He's from Boston. They're from Boston. We just stumbled upon something. Keep it going, Brando. This is how he tells Amy. We literally just hit something.
Struck
This
a
is
chord.
great. This is Borgonzi right here. That's how he sings to free agents. And write this. All right. Thank you, Brando. Wow, what a great producer,
Oh,
Brando.
man.
Thank you, buddy.
Been good
Much
all
better than
week.
that other guy that sits back there during our show.
I know, and now he's behind a microphone. Good Lord.
Welcome to the Chase and Big Joe show. Chase McCabe off today. Dr. Crane in studio. Brando behind the board. A lot of fun today. Our question of the day is, we got a lot of weighing in on that. We'll talk about it throughout our text line, 615-737-1025. What's the all-time best arcade video game? Stem from a conversation this morning I had with somebody. The best all-time arcade video game. Every answer is correct except for this damn dumb game called Mappy, which Dr. Crane found about some cop mouse who breaks down doors without a warrant and collects things and gets points. Mappy.
Make my back hurt, man.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
Mappy.
Yeah, it's on the Sega, man. I
Okay.
mean,
I've never heard. Look, I was a latchkey kid, single mom raised. I spent a lot of my buddies were the same. We spent a lot of time in the arcade. I never heard of Mappy.
the text line, listeners, callers, can you just verify that this is a real game to Joe? I know it's a real game. I looked it up. Would appreciate some validation from other people out here.
By the way, the number one on our text list all-time game is Pac-Man. Pac-Man's running away with it.
I told you it
So
would.
do we retire Pac-Man to the rafters and everybody anything else but Pac-Man?
Now, is it Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man?
They're both good.
I know.
Although sometimes when she gets a little ornery, and
Yep.
chases him around, but I like this. That's not bad. But I knew the Pac-Man pattern.
Yep.
There was a pattern, and you could get 100. I got like 280,000 points because I knew the pattern. And once you got the pattern, it kind of took the game to the next level for me.
Yeah, my uncle still holds that record, 283,000. That's our family record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A lot of reaction though on Juwan Jennings, 8566. As a Niners fan living in Tennessee, Jennings would be amazing for this team. He is a leader in that wide receiver room for the Niners by far. He holds everyone accountable. He's intense on off the field. He isn't a diva. He has no attitude. Dude never takes a play or day off. Thank you, 8566 on that happening. Our text line is so good. Joy from Gallatin says, I can picture Kenny the mailman posted up next to a hot rod at the pool hall, surrounded by a bunch of ladies.
Hey, how we doing today, girls? You want to take a shot at the title?
Joe. Oh, man.
6120, best all-time arcade game is Paperboy or Dig Dug. Paperboy wasn't bad. You're on a bike throwing papers at people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dig Dug, though, is intense. I wasn't an intense guy. 3749 is Galaga as well. Matt saying Gauntlet is the best all-time video game. I'm not familiar with Gauntlet. Perhaps I would be if I looked at it and saw it. Nevada Josh says, never heard of Mappy either. I've heard of the Nappy Roots. Isn't that a band?
I think so.
Never
heard of that either.
Only time I heard the word, it's Mappy, not Nappy. Matt with an M.
M, yeah. M-A-P-P-Y.
M.
Yes.
As in Montreal.
That doesn't valid. M is in mom. There you go. How about that?
M is in mom.
Gotta go French on us. Joe, you're confusing the audience.
I know. All right, we'll continue responses there. All right, let's get this Mike Vrabel. What's happening in New England? There's big news out of Boston.
Yeah. Outside linebacker, former Tennessee Titan Harold Landry out for Sunday.
Oh.
That's pretty big for that defense.
What's the problem with Harold Landry?
Knee injury. Go figure. The knee, I don't think, is holding up for him. His snap count has decreased the last 3 games, and now we've gotten to this game and not available for it.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe Vrabel's just that confident they can get the job done without him, and he's ready for the Super Bowl.
Could be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bet.
Let's remember, Jared Stidham is the quarterback for the Denver Broncos this Sunday.
Okay, but he's he's okay.
Right.
He's not the worst. You're not a backup quarter. I mean, you throw the ball, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, I think Brandon Allen is he's a backup NFL quarterback.
Yes.
If he truly sucked, he would not be on the team.
Well,
I mean, he sucks.
Come on, let's be honest. I mean, did you not watch that Jacksonville game?
I know, but
was
Stidham's
brutal.
a little better.
Yeah, Stidham's a little better. They call him Stiddy. That's what they said.
Stiddy.
Yeah, STIDDY.
I get how they spell it.
Well, that's what it was said on the ESPN.
Okay.
But no, I just, you're going to see Denver rely on the run game a lot this Sunday, and that's going to be something that I think will help out New England's defense a little bit. I mean, their secondary has been pretty good the last couple games, but if you can get that front just moving on all cylinders, they're in trouble.
I think Sean Payton's going to look at this and say, screw you. We're not changing a thing. You've had a whole week to prepare. And then what's the weather like in Denver?
That is a great question. Probably a lot of wind.
And remember who Sean Payton's first free agent when he signed in Denver, if I remember correctly, was Jarrett Stidham.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
70% humidity, 9-mile-per-hour winds, 35% precipitation, and 18 degrees.
Welcome to Denver. But New England plays in that. So is the weather, is it raining? Is it snow?
No,
is it
snow potentially? Yeah.
Okay.
So it's saying Sunday is potential of snow, 35%.
Okay. Oh, that'd be great if it's just a blizzard.
Snow game.
An absolute blizzard, and New England wins 2-0.
Watch New England wear all white uniforms too. They blend in with the snow.
Can't see him.
Apex predators.
You can't see him, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see the guy off the edge. He's right there. I couldn't see him. And you get people arguing with each other. But if the Broncos come out wearing the old style helmets with the D,
yeah,
but here's my problem.
Pat
Patriot is the greatest helmet logo of all time. It is the greatest helmet logo of all time. If they counter with Denver's original D, if they counter with that, Patriots win the game. They do.
Yeah.
The Flying Elvis has never done it for me. Not a fan of that.
Look,
man, I don't want my face inside of a helmet. This is not good for me. I was a Memphis Flying Elvis is better. That's not.
It only works in Graceland, right?
Don't do it in Graceland.
No,
you get kicked out.
Wow,
I learned firsthand.
Did you?
Do not imitate Elvis in Graceland. I told you that story.
No, told Chase, not me.
I was doing a special when I was at Channel 2. We did around the South, and we went to Graceland. And the lady said, "Fine." She set us up. We got great access. She says the only thing you can't do is imitate Elvis. If we hear you imitate Elvis, we'll end the tour and we will escort you out. The BBC was there the day before in the jungle room, and the host could not stop imitating Elvis. They warned him, then they canceled everything. This is in 2005. Canceled everything. Kicked him out. So Elvis has a racquetball court at Graceland, right?
No.
And it's full of his awards. So there was myself, my cameraman, and my producer, and our escort, and she was about 5 to 7 feet ahead of us. And I love racquetball. And we go into his racquetball court. It's nothing but awards. And I'm like, man. And my camera guy was like, man, this is really nice. I was like, can you imagine? I was like, I was going to say, man, I was racquetball today. I was, and then she says, hold on. What did you do? And I said, ma'am, because I knew I was in trouble. And she was, did you imitate Elvis? I said, no, I was just talking about his awards. She's, I heard you. And my camera guy says, no, we're talking about the awards here. She's like, I heard you do Elvis. And I said, ma'am, I did not. I did not do Elvis. And I really thought my nose was growing. This is a true story. My nose was growing this whole time.
Did you tell him you're imitating Peyton Manning?
I didn't know. I didn't say that. And he's like, no, we didn't do that. She's like, I know you did. I know you did. And she wouldn't let it go. We did. We got to do what we needed to do. So we ended everything. And she said, I'll go to my grave knowing you imitated Elvis. I was done with everything. And I almost said, man, so you're welcome for that. But I said, thank you for your hospitality, and walked out.
Wow.
They took zero. You could not imitate. If you're part of a media tour, you could not imitate Elvis. Wow. Because I get it. You know, jackasses like me walking through, man, it's up here. Linda, come up here and see where I'm sitting up here. Because, you know, he passed away at Graceland.
Right.
What he was doing when he passed away. You know this?
Toilet, right?
Yeah, he was. And so evidently there are all these jokes about him passing away on the toilet, and they got tired of all that.
Yeah.
I get it. But I'm in the racquetball court, man. I was like, man, I was racquetball court. I was like, Sonny rigging my rackets goes, and that was it.
Oh my god.
So I just wasted our audience's time for a little bit. There
That's
you go.
all right.
We got you caught out. Who's coming up next?
We got forever Titans wide receiver Chris Sanders. He's coming on the show. Talk a little bit about the Titans, what he thinks about Robert Saleh, and what's next for the Two-Tone Blue. Right here on 102.5 The Game on the Chase and Big Joe Show.
All right, welcome back into hour 2 of the Chase and Big Joe show right here, 102.5 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. 2 o'clock, Greg Wyshynski will join us from ESPN.com, the latest on the Nashville Predators. But first, every Friday, 1 o'clock, it's bringing our good man, forever Titan wide receiver, Chris Sanders. Chris, good afternoon, man. Are you prepared for the snow and ice?
Man, I sure did. I went and got my milk and bread, man, so I can make some French toast. Absolutely, buddy.
So you drink milk, not just when snow comes?
No, no. Actually, I drink a lot of Coca-Cola, man, so I'm ready to go. I'm stocked up, excited. I'm going to play in the snow. And the good thing about it is, man, I get to be shacked up with the most beautiful woman in the world, my wife. So I'm excited, man.
There you go. Brownie points were always good for
Yeah.
you. Chris, on Wednesday, they made it official. Robert Saleh, the head coach of the Titans.
Yeah.
I love it. What say you?
Yeah, I absolutely love it, too, because the thing about it is we always talk about culture, building a good culture in the locker room and all that. And we hear that all the time. Like, what does that mean? It's about guys not just buying in, they're trusting in. And when you got a coach that comes in that gets a whole bunch of guys that trust in, you can go win a championship. So I love it. I love his attitude. I love the tenacity that he brings. Yes, he's a defensive mind coach, but at the end of the day, he's going to bring in an OC that's an offensive mind coach. So I think it's a great hire. I think the sky's the limit, but it all depends on can everybody trust in.
Who exactly, right? So he's going to concern about the defense. I like the fact, though, he's going to hand over the offense to somebody else, and a coordinator and a quarterback. I love this because the part of the pitch the other night was about his plan for Cam Ward. That was part of Robert Saleh's. I love this, Chris. He's prepared for Cam Ward. He knows he's a future, and he also knows that Amy Adams-Strunk loves Cam Ward. Good job, Robert Saleh.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. You said the key word, plan. Because the last time we went through this whole scenario, everybody said they had a plan, but nobody executed the plan. So I think what won Amy Adams-Strunk over is he's not just talking about the plan. He's talking about how he's going to execute the plan. So if you have a guy that's direct, a guy that's his track record is not just talk, but he actually does it, that makes a difference. Because I think the last 5 and 6 years, we kept hearing talk. We kept hearing talk about making a plan and guys buying in and great locker room, all this great stuff. But actually, we're going to start seeing it when you bring a Saleh in here. So I think it's a great idea.
Chris Sanders is with us here on the Chase and Big Joe show. Chris, when it comes to Robert Saleh as the head coach, how do you see him helping Cam Ward develop as a mature quarterback and being a perennial winner in this league when it comes to locker room and just being a team player?
First of all, number one, you want to have a relationship with him. I know we talk about, and it sounds cliches, but you need to have a relationship with your quarterback. And then you got to find the right guy to teach him the right ways to develop into a great quarterback. Because at the end of the day, if you don't get somebody in here that's going to teach him the proper technique, teach him to understand the front, teach him the secondary, what they're doing in the secondary, teach him all those things and start develop, then we're just having a coach. So I think it's the key is bringing somebody in here and teaching them step by step, not talking about step by step, but teaching them the steps, teaching them the progress, teaching them how to lead, teaching them all these things that you need as a quarterback. So I think that those are some of the ways it can help.
I could tell you were listening to the show earlier. We were playing New Kids on the Block step by step. Look at you, Chris. He's listening.
Serious?
I swear. Yeah.
No, I listen to Bobby Brown every little step I take. Come on, man.
There you go. Continuing on with just the offensive side of the ball. Joe and I were speaking earlier about Juwan Jennings. He'll be a free agent this upcoming offseason in 2026 now that they're out of the playoffs. His projected, I guess, model would be 3 years, $60 million. I don't know if the Titans would be interested in something like that. But what would you say would be a good price tag for you to bring in a veteran wide receiver like a Juwan Jennings?
I don't know the price tag, but you still need a bona fide number one. And I respect DK and I respect Alec Ayumana. Those guys are good, solid players. But if I'm a defensive coordinator, those guys don't scare me. Yeah, they'll make some plays here and there. You want a guy that's going to take the top off the defense. You want a guy that's going to bring some fear. So when you talk about Jennings, I absolutely love what he brings to the table. I love how he catches the football. I love how he blocks. I love how on every play you expect him to be ferocious. So you bring a guy in here to where you got the head coach Saleh. They both they both want to fight you. They both want to get it done. And you bring a receiver in like that, I think it's a recipe for the Tennessee Titans. Yes, I love DK. Yes, I love Ayumana. So don't get me wrong. I love those guys, but you have to bring in a guy that's going to put fear in a defense coordinator, and he can be one of those guys.
Somebody that's already on staff, Bones Fossil. He already puts the fear into all the special teams coaches across the league. What do you say about that being retained onto the staff?
I absolutely love it because here's the thing: we call it special teams because you have to be special. Look at DK. DK did some great things this year of being one of the the best rookies to ever come in as a returner. So it just shows you that you got Fossil that takes pride in special teams. He takes pride in kickoff return. He takes pride in punt return. He takes pride in all that. So when you have a coach that is so prideful in being great, that's why the special teams are so great. Why? Because you have a great coach, and I think it's phenomenal by them keeping him here.
I love it. Chris, you ready for your song?
Yes, let's go, big
Here we
dog.
Let's go, man.
That's Tony, man.
You got it, baby.
Uh-oh.
We're going to play this for the next hour and just have you get a video of you dancing.
Champ, I can dance, man. I got mad skills, man.
Oh, keep it going. That's for Chris Sanders.
I appreciate it, man. I remember the words, though.
That's all right. We remember the beat, though. And you got the band correct. That's all that matters.
Champ, Tony, that's one of my favorite groups, man. Come on, man.
That's right. There you go. As we look, the Saleh thing was great. We were all on board for that. And now, Matt Nagy, we were like, oh, he's going to get the job. Getting Borgonzi, your friends. Boom, boom, out of here. Brian Daboll has been mentioned. There's reports out there if he doesn't get the Buffalo job, he'd like to come here and work with Cam. I mean, I think, Chris, and you know this better than us, sure. I mean, they got to get this correct, right?
Whoa. You have to get it correct because the thing about it is you may get a good head coach, but if you don't have a good OC, we're back where we started for. And the one guy that I love that we're kind of talking about a little bit, I love Arthur Smith. And we always talk about offensive coordinator or a head coach, being a connector of men or building men. We say that because it sounds so cliché. What the heck does that mean? That means getting everybody on the same page and believe in the scheme, believe in the offense, believe in the technique. That's what it means to be a builder of men. So I think if you bring like an Arthur Smith or bring somebody like that that's been in the organization, that understands how it's ran, that understands the expectation, I think it can be a recipe for success. So that's why I love Arthur Smith before I like the ball.
I'm with you. I love Art Smith. I don't know if Art wants to take a step back, though. Yeah. That's the only thing.
But I don't think it's really I understand that you were a head coach before, but it's not a step back because it's still your fingerprint on the offense. And I think that if you have your fingerprints on the offense, then you can guide it in a direction to where you want it to be. Yes, Robert Saleh is going to be the head coach, but still if you're the offensive coordinator, you're actually still a head coach, but your fingerprint is on the offense. So if he looks at it like that to come in and change his whole offense around, I think it can be a recipe for success.
Oh, I agree with that. And also, if he even for a year, if he comes in, he can turn Cam around and do some great things. Be like, look what Art Smith did with Cam Ward. I mean, he got a quarterback and all that. So there's some positives there.
It is, but see, you want a coach that has a relationship with his players. And if you look at Arthur Smith, before he left, one guy that really loved him was Denard. What was it? Denard? What was it? What was it? The tight end. What's the tight end's name? Denard.
Jonnu Smith was good.
No, not John. Jonnu Smith was good. The one before that.
Delaney Walker.
Delaney Walker.
Thank you. Delaney Walker absolutely loved Arthur Smith. So if you hear guys like that play at the highest level, that love their coach, that's what you want. So bringing Arthur Smith in here and they love their coach and the players coach, I think it can be really, 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 really good for this organization, man.
What do you remember of the days leading up to the AFC Championship game in Jacksonville? God. Because, we got the championship games this weekend and, you guys had to go to Jacksonville. You're here. You're on the cusp of something great. What was going through your mind?
I was nervous at first. At the beginning of the week, I was a little nervous because I'm like, okay, can we go down there and beat these guys again? But this is when I knew we were going to win. Is Eddie George comes screaming in the meeting room and he slams the door and he says, you know what they just did? They just got a video of them already going to the Super Bowl and laughing and having their bags packed. And when Eddie George ran in the room, I said, we won. So the practice during the week was like, hey, we're going down there and we're going to go down there and beat the brakes off the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I was nervous the first day, but when we went down there, I knew we were going to win. Why? Because they made that crazy video in Jacksonville.
Oh, what was why?
Why? You just gave us some ammunition. Eddie George is a passionate dude now. So when he comes in here and he slams the door and he's screaming and yelling, he said, they already made a video of us and saying they're going to beat us. They got their bags packed. And it went from joking in the locker room to straight up, we about to go down there and beat the brakes on them. So now when we went down there and they jumped up 7-0, there was no panic. We went down there and we said, you know what, this game is ours. And after they scored that first touchdown, we knew the game was ours.
Chris Sanders is on the line with us here on the Chase and McJoe Show. Chris, from your playing days with the Titans up to now, looking at this team, what are some similarities you're seeing in the trajectory of this team?
I like the defense. I mean, if you look at, before we went to the Super Bowl, we had some key pieces. We had Barrenwerther, we had Joe Bowden, we had a secondary that was good, like Samari Rowland, all these guys. I just think that with this defense now, you have one guy, Jeffrey Simmons, and Sweat can be that guy also. Those are some of the guys that you can use the pillars of your defense. And what you start to do is you start adding those pieces. Just like in 1999 when we drafted when we got Samari Rowland and we got Javon Curse, and we added to the veteran guys that we had. That's when we became great. So now you got a Tennessee Titans in 2026 to where you got Jeffrey Simmons, you got Sweat, you got some guys that you can build your team around. Just start adding some pieces, not just pieces, but impact players to make your defense better. So that's a similarity of the team, just getting your defense better and now getting some playmakers on offense.
Expanding on that, you talk about drafting and grabbing playmakers on this team. I don't know if you watched the national championship game or not, but this entire college football playoff, Ruben Bain has kind of taken a lot of people by storm with the way he plays. And obviously now that Robert Saleh is the head coach, a defensive-minded head coach, you wonder if the puzzle pieces line up to a possible top 4 pick right there. What do you think?
Yeah, but see, I agree with you 100%. We always talk about defense wins championship, and just imagine Bain, just imagine Jeffrey Simmons and Sweat. I mean, that is crazy.
It's a lethal front.
It's a lethal front, but then after that, then now you got to get a secondary that can just cover for just 2 seconds, and you'll be okay. So, you get a front like that and put pressure on a quarterback, and they start throwing interceptions. You get turnover, and you get an offense that can score some points. Man, I'm telling you, you can turn this whole organization around by just your defense getting better.
Yeah, and that's the thing with this defense. When you can have a front that just is so explosive and disrupts that offensive line, I think you can kind of get away with a above par secondary. I think that's something that we're seeing right now with New England in a roundabout way. Sure, their secondary has been pretty decent this playoffs, but yet their front is what's really getting the disruption on that offensive line.
Absolutely. Who won the Super Bowl last year?
Eagles.
I believe it was the Eagles.
And you know why? The reason why they won? Because their defensive front was nasty. Their defensive front was straight up nasty. So that's what a lot of defenses are trying to mimic. Get your front 4, your front 3 to put pressure on the quarterback. You make mistakes, and you have a quarterback that just manages the game like Hurt and makes some plays on your receivers. Now you can do something great, man. That's how you got to mimic those guys.
You are. Before I let you go, your thoughts about Charlie Becker. I mean, the catches he made in the championship game. You went against him. You're at NBA. He's at Father Ryan. And he made some money the other night on this run because the back shoulder catch, he doesn't drop a pass.
Yeah, but here's the beautiful part of the whole thing is, when he first got in there, do you know at the beginning of the season, nobody knew who he was?
That's right.
And a lot of times people are like, I'm going to transfer. I'm not the guy. I'm going to try. I got to get in the portal, all that crazy stuff. But here's what he did. He said, you know what? I'm going to wait my turn. So how am I going to wait my turn? I'm going to come to practice every day and work. I'm going to come to practice and listen to my coach. I'm going to come to practice and wait until my turn. Then all of a sudden a guy gets hurt. He gets inserted into there. Now he's a talk of the town. So it just teaches guys to trust the process because great things are around the corner.
Amen, brother. Right? That's
Come on, man.
You get, like Rocky said, we get knocked down, but can you get back up?
You have 2 choices: to get bitter, get better, lay down or get up. And that's what life is all about. He got up. And even when we played him when he was at Father Ryan, man, he was killing us. But the thing that I love about this kid is he trusts the process, and now he's won a national championship.
He has. Did you see the quarterback in the portal that's now on his 7th school? I forget his name.
TJ Finley.
TJ Finley. Yeah. His 7th school. 7.
What? Why?
Right? I mean, you're
never going to develop. You're never going to develop because when it gets hard, then you run.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. And I'm glad that when I got to Ohio State, I'm not, trying to prolong the show, but when I went to Ohio State, I set out basically my first 2 years. But then all of a sudden I get to my senior year, I catch 8 touchdowns, I get drafted 3rd round, and then I go to Super Bowl in 1909. Trust the process.
Look at you. Oh, man. Brother, stay safe. We love you. If you need anything, reach out to us.
Brother.
All right.
Good, man. Love y'all so much. Appreciate
all right.
you.
Chris Sanders, man, all day. All day, listen to that guy.
Sledding with him at 3:00 on Saturday.
Been through the fire.
Yeah.
He's got it. But he makes good. The Charlie Becker, I mean, look.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I want to get out of I'm going to transfer and this. Hunker down. Work your butt off, man. That's how it's always been done. But the 4 or 5 schools, what's Finley doing?
He's just getting a good education, Joe. That's what he's doing.
What's he going to do when he gets out in the real world? Hey, you didn't get your promotion. I'm going to quit. right? You
It-
set up a pattern for yourself that when it gets hard, you leave.
Correct. It is a soft mentality. You're not preparing yourself for the real world. And that's the thing. A lot of people just they forget about that.
I've been up for a bunch of jobs I didn't get, right? I didn't pout. I just worked harder.
Yep.
What did Michael Jordan, he talked about his mom when he got cut from junior high. And he went home and he said, I got cut. And his mom said, work harder.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't go down and yell at the coach. Didn't go down and say, my son didn't get a raw. His mom was like, she's got to work harder. I'm like, God bless that lady. Moms are brutally honest, right? Often far too more than fathers are. But work harder.
I mean, that's the precedent. If you don't work hard, you're not going to get the reward.
You're not. Ain't going to happen. All right. Thank you, Chris. Come back. Our question today is, what's the all-time favorite arcade video game? What is the best all-time arcade video game? 615-737-1025. We got a few days to sit at the house and ponder things, and this is one of the things we're going to ponder. We want to hear from you guys. 615-737-1025. What is the all-time best arcade video game? We have 1 and 2 are very close together in this poll, but we want to hear from you guys. That's next. Listen to the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 1025. The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. You like this, don't you? You know the words? You know he lives out in Dixon, right?
Yes. Sorry.
When you saw him sing this song, did you do this? Did you go crazy right here?
I did.
Right here?
Long neck eyes, cold beer never broke my heart.
I love it. Thank you, Luke Combs. Big fan of the Chasing Big Joe show.
Massive.
We love you, Luke, man. Welcome back to the show. Thank you, Chris Sanders, for weighing in today. Brando behind the board. Chase off today. Dr. Crane in studio. That's changed again now. So I guess most of Middle Tennessee is now icing, right? Not the icing I used to go to Kroger and scoop out with my finger and put the cup back. But
Oh, I thought we were about to have another face-off or something.
icing.
Hockey reference, Joe.
I know. We got that at 2:00, so we'll get that covered there. But yeah, it's the forecast has changed again. So a quarter, a half inch of icing.
Love it.
You're learning a valuable lesson. Don't eat before we come back on the show.
Yeah,
right?
I was just so hungry, man. Like I made a few pizzas for you guys because
Those pieces are good, man. I like those pieces.
it was just tasty.
So yeah, all right. So our question today is the best all-time arcade video game. This is a great debate. I can't believe we've never had this debate before.
Yeah,
On air. We both agree Galaga is the best all-time
hands down.
arcade video game.
And then
Number
close
2 is
second,
Mappy.
Yeah.
All right, Sean weighing in. Sean, thanks for calling, brother. Sean, what's the all-time best video game?
I would have to say Golden Tee, next to Pac-Man, of course, but Golden Tee was always my go-to as a kid.
Sean, let me tell you, I have seen more fist fights over Golden Tee than every other video game, arcade video game combined.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're guaranteed a slice for sure, at least in the first 3 holes.
No, I mean a fight. No, I mean guys fighting over this. I've seen more fights over Golden Tee than anything else combined.
I can believe it. It's a very competitive game, but it's amazing. Swinging that ball as hard as you can across through there.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, like, are you a scratch Golden Tee golfer?
I'd say, maybe a 10 to 14 handicap.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all. All right, Sean, thanks for calling in, Bubba. Appreciate you. Stay safe out there.
Absolutely. Y'all too.
All right, good. So, yeah, call 615-737-1025. I got to vote for Tempest. Do you remember Tempest?
It sounds familiar.
But you're way younger than that. Tempest is a game where they're trying to come up like this ice cream cone to get you, and you're spinning around and firing things down in a big hole. And it's and also we got a lot of votes for Asteroids.
Yep.
And that always reminds me of the great line from the movie Vacation when Russ says, you got asteroids? And he says, no, but my dad does. Some nights so bad I can't sit on the toilet. It's a great
20-minute hemorrhoids. Yeah, it's great.
Asteroids was good, but then the damn sound, they're like, and they get faster. The guy approaching you,
yep.
And you just get nervous and you just run into a big asteroid. It was tough watching that.
Yeah, another honorable mention. A lot of people have been talking about Centipede. You remember that game?
Again, with the sound.
Yep.
Killing me, man. It's like, and you're trying to get all that. That was a great game.
Yeah. I mean, I wish those games would be brought back a little bit, that nostalgia factor. I mean, they're still around, but like implement those more a little bit.
Isn't there a place around town that has all these video games?
Yes.
The name escapes me.
I know what it's called. It's Game Terminal.
Game Terminal.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to need to get them on the air here and sponsor the Chasing Big Joe show out for a day of video games. Any more on the text line over there?
I mean,
Centipede's a great game.
Yeah.
But it's a sound. Same with Asteroids. Same with Robotron. I love Robotron because you're just blasting away, man.
Mm-hmm.
Defender was good. Joust was good. Galaga's up there.
Frogger
bored me to tears.
Really?
It bored me because the frog wasn't fast enough for me. Couldn't stand it.
Your attention span just couldn't handle it.
Well, I don't like frogs anyway.
Yeah, they don't like you either. Rest of the text on here. 2104 also says pole position.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forgot about that one. Pole position was good. You're racing, man. Yeah. My friend George weighed in track and field. Have you ever? I don't know if you did this. You had to.
Yeah, go back and
I mean, you would, and I could never get past the damn long jump. I need Chris Sanders to do the long jump for me. Could never get past the long jump. I spent so much money. Couldn't do it. I finally conquered the javelin. Then you get the high jump. You get the long. I couldn't do it. But you'd beat your hands to hell trying to get the guy to go down the track,
Yep.
And you're going to lose because my guy was always the white guy and he can't run.
That's fair.
He runs like a 5.7 40. It's like, you're going to get beat. You're not going to do anything.
That's what I ran in the 40.
Same here, right?
Also on the text line, 8210 says Street Fighter 2 and Shinobi were his favorites.
See, that was after me.
Yeah.
I didn't get into all that. So I'm sure it's good, but I wasn't part of that generation.
Let's see here.
Shinobi.
Afterburner.
Was that the what was that one?
Also Pitfall.
Pitfall. That's on the Atari, right?
Yep.
And that was the one he's in the jungle,
Mm-hmm.
swinging on the ropes.
That's from 4309, by the way.
Thank you for it. The Pitfall was great.
There's one, hopefully I'm pronouncing it, Qbert.
Qbert.
Yeah, Qbert. Yeah.
You remember Qbert?
No, I don't.
Oh, man. Did you not see Wreck-It Ralph? You need to see Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, I probably should.
It's a good movie. He just gets lost in a video game, and then it's really good. But Qbert's a big part of that.
Now, I've seen the movie Pixels with Adam Sandler.
Not bad.
It talks about those old 80 arcade games.
Yeah, that's what he's my age, but that's the thing. Qbert was really nice guy, trying to make his way through life and just getting guys coming after him left and right.
What about Kong Jr.?
Kong Jr. They went to college with that guy. That's I don't remember it. Oh, yeah. Donkey Kong Jr.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Say Donkey Kong.
Sorry.
Don't give me Kong Jr.
Well,
I think it's something else that's going on in the world. Yes.
That was Casey and Gallatin.
Donkey Kong was great, but again, the damn music.
Yeah.
And you're throwing the barrels, and if you don't jump right, you land on the barrel and you're done. I mean, there's a lot of frustration we worked out through these video games.
Defender, I think you mentioned that one.
Loved when you could go back and forth, you could invert the guy and he could just blast you away.
Yep.
That's a hell of a game.
From 4334. I mean, these texts are just blowing up. Continue sending them in. Oh my goodness. I just can't even skee ball. I mean, that's not really it's an arcade game, but not a actual video game. The question was video game. I never was good at skee ball. Really?
Yeah, some kind of precision to that. I just wasn't good at that.
I mean, I'd always aim for the top left and top right because you could bounce it off the walls.
But I ended up getting like the 20-point ones. I would never, and if you get 20 points, if you don't get that, then you get stuck down to the other ones. It just wasn't working out, man.
That's fair. Coin toss was another one of the arcade games. You have to level out the coins,
Coin toss. That's something else, right?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Watch your mouth.
Mortal Kombat.
See, that was beyond. I was already moved on from that time.
Really?
I didn't. I wasn't part of that.
Kind of my era a little bit.
Yeah.
The start of my era.
But to me, that's just I wouldn't have been a fan of that anyway. I like the adventure part of all that.
Yeah.
We got one. Yeah. Thank you. Here, Tony says Tron. The original Tron was an amazing game off the movie. Tron was good. So look at us rolling right along there. Right. We will get back to some sports. We got Greg Wyshynski at 2:00. Michelle Kennedy from the Predators joins at 2:30 with the very latest on what's going to happen this weekend. Bridgestone Arena regarding the Preds game this weekend. So a lot still to come here. We're going to hear from you. 615-737-1025. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show right here. 1025 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. Hey guys, Big Joe here again. Listen, we talk a lot on our show about anxiety and depression. 2 words that can just wreck your life if you let them. And men, sadly, most of us lead lives of quiet desperation, but it does not have to be that way. That's why we're so honored that we partnered with Unity Psychiatric Care, based right here in Middle Tennessee, to get you back on track and living the life you deserve. Reaching out to someone and talking to someone changed my life, and I want the same for you. Just go to GameNashville.com. Click on the Chase and Big Joe Show. There you will see a link for Unity Psychiatric Care and start taking back your life. Listen, it's private, it's secure, it's confidential. No one's got to know, and they got telehealth. I just need you to reach out. Also, you may be the one who notices loved one isn't doing well, and you could be that person to help turn their life around. Again, just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe Show, and there on the right is all the information you need for Unity Psychiatric Care. Listen, we say it all the time. We love you guys so much, and we understand if you're struggling, but therapy can help. It helps. It helped me out, and help is just around the corner. Take back your life, and please know you don't have to go through any of this alone. Again, theGameNashville.com. Click on the Chase and Big Joe show and let the journey to wellness begin. What is this?
This is T-Pain. Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
Buy You a Drink. Yeah.
Does this work when you play this for a girl?
No, I mean, it's just, oh, speaking of, man, everything just fell behind you.
Oh.
It's a great song. Thank you, Brandon.
Okay. Welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show. Chase McCabe off today. Brando behind the board. Dr. Crane in studio with me.
Yep. I'm here.
Yeah, what's going
in
on?
the flesh.
Right?
Pleasure to be here, by the way.
Our
Thank
question today, what's the all-time best arcade video game? It'd be a lot of fun. What do you expect in the next 3-4 days?
Just in
anywhere you
general,
look,
or what?
we're anywhere from 27 inches of snow to 19 feet of ice. I don't know. We're somewhere between this.
I'm expecting like an inch of ice, maybe 2 to 3 inches of snow. Not all at once, but, just throughout the weekend.
Right.
And call it a day.
Is it better if the snow is on top of the ice?
Great question. I would say yes.
Right.
Maybe. Yeah, yes. Because when you drive on it, it's more of a cushion than.
Okay. I in 2-3, I was stuck rear wheel Cherokee. Absolute worse.
Been there.
So every car bought since then had to be 4-wheel drive to be.
Mhm.
And then with all-wheel drive, I've never had a problem, ever.
Just drive 20 miles slower. It's not that big of a
It's
deal.
Nashville, they can't do that.
Well, it's 5 miles an hour. And
You've not had any massive snowstorms in your lifetime, have you?
there was a big ice storm, I think, like 2011. Is that right? 2011, 2014? No.
I don't remember that bad. No.
When I was in the 5th grade, so yeah, 2011. It was rough because not rough, but we were not in school for like 3 days.
You were 14 years old in the 5th grade?
No, 2011, I was not 14.
13?
I was 12.
In the 5th grade? Okay, I'll take that.
12, 13 years old, yeah. No, 12. Yeah, 12.
Or
was I 10? I don't know.
There was a massive snowstorm in February of '88, which was unbelievable. I got stuck here. I couldn't go back to Sanford.
Yeah.
Because it was so bad. There was one in 93 that was awful. I got stuck. You're out there listening. The coach was with us, and we had like 15 guys going to Key West. We got stuck on Mont Eagle for about 18 hours.
Now that's a place I would never wish upon anybody to get stuck in.
And it was but everybody was stuck. It became a huge party on Mount Eagle.
Yeah.
This was in March of 93.
March
of 93. It was bad. And then there were a few others along the line, but Jim Cantori tweeted out a list the other day, and everybody came at him and was like, "You left off massive amount," and he did. He left off a bunch of. So don't you see something? Don't think, "Oh, that's accurate." He had no clue.
I was worried yesterday, before the show and after the show about the roads because it rained a little bit. Whatever treatment they've done to the roads, don't worry. That's all taken care of again. They've already put it back on the road.
I'm not worried about it at all. I mean, I cannot go outside and wave a wand and say, "Go away, snow." Can't do it.
Hey, Joe, don't worry about imagined troubles.
We don't.
Don't do that.
As well. Dr. Crane in today for Chase McCabe. Some other news happening today. We found out the college football, they're going to stay at 12.
Yes.
For now. Are they planning to go to 14?
Well, the issue is, and it's come down to the Big Ten and the SEC, of course. Greg Sankey kind of has, I wouldn't say final say on a lot of things, but this is
what's he complaining about now?
I don't think he wanted to go to 16 teams or 24 teams or whatever it may be. They're going to stick at 12 because they didn't get an answer in time from him and the Big Ten conference manager, whatever. To me, I think it's going to be a breakaway thing where they do their own thing. I feel it. I really do. Do you?
Soon. They will. Not right now. There's still some money to be made, but I think they will. But I'm not watching a college football playoff with just the Big Ten and the SEC. I'm not watching it.
Well, I think what's going to happen is they're going to go to 16, not next year because they missed the deadline, the following season. And then after they do 16, all right, it's time to move on. Because it's just at this point, why do we keep expanding a playoff? Again, it comes to the point of, well, the college football committee is kind of getting it right because you're validating 2 years ago when Ohio State won, they were an 8 seed. And then you look at it this past year, Miami was a 10 seed. Mm-hmm. Again, they would not have been in the playoff on the original formats of each of those years if they didn't expand in each of them.
I get it. And that's why I wanted, Miami to win at 10, but because a 10 very rarely, if ever, wins anything.
Right.
Here's the problem. If you go to 16, teams 14 through 18 are going to bitch and moan that they're not in. And they don't have a chance in hell of winning. They don't. You don't have a chance to win. I mean, Miami did. I mean, they're like, well, 10 got all the way. Didn't win it. I know I like the story. Didn't win it, though. But I think Miami was ranked way too far down.
How about this, Joe? When it comes to formatting things for a college football playoff, why not? Because you have to have a G5 school in there. It's like their auto bid, whatever it may be.
Right.
Why don't you have 2 G5 conference champions play in a play-in game as like a wild card game for the college football playoff?
Why not? Right.
Again, it checks off the box of you're getting a G5 school in there, but also you're having a play-in game for another seed. So
that's a good point. I don't think they'll do that. That's a good point. I just think that, I'm not a fan of, I liked it when I'm an old man, but if it's at 12, they're going to have it again. Teams 10 through 14 are going to complain.
Yeah.
I think Miami was ranked too low.
Yeah, well, it was on purpose.
I think they should have been up there a little bit more, like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And then that's more legit getting there because the 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ain't going to make it. They're not going to get it done. History has proven that correct. Like in basketball, the lowest seed who ever win the basketball tournament was, I think, a number 6 or 8 seed Villanova in 1985. That was the lowest seed to get there to win it. Now, they've had like a George Mason got there, or one of those schools that was a 10th or 11th seed. Great story. A lot of fun. You ain't going to win.
Yeah.
You're not going to win.
I mean, the only reason why I brought it up is because you mentioned there's still money to be had in this college football playoff format. If you put a play-in game in there, I think that's where your extra money is. And again, this is solely coming down to the commissioners of each conference. And if it's Greg Sankey and the Big Ten commissioner saying, hey, we're not going to do it this year, they got something up their sleeve coming up in the future.
I do. I think they need to get rid of conference championship games.
Yep.
You win regular season. The week after Thanksgiving is the first game. There's no bye, 1 through 16. You play all the way through until New Year's Eve, and that's the big game.
And
right?
then you need to change the national championship game to not be on a Monday and put it on a Saturday
Well, I think it needs to be on the 31st.
of January.
No,
December. Sorry, excuse me.
I mean, New Year's Eve would be fun watching that game.
That would be good.
Or January 1st, and then have the portal start the 2nd to the 16th, and then go that way. And then it's all, I mean, we're sitting here talking all this, and we've talked none about actual play on the field.
Yeah. Ain't that crazy of how much money and how much, I guess, of the moving of the puzzle pieces there is outside the hashes? That's what blows my mind about college football. It's turning into a pro sports format.
It is. And that's the worst thing. By the way, did you see this thing with Luke Fickell, the Wisconsin coach? He had to submit his final coaches top 25 poll.
No.
He left off Georgia and Vanderbilt.
Oh.
He put in Tennessee. Georgia beat both those schools beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
Coaches, Luke Fickell does not know anything about Vanderbilt football.
That just
right. Clark Lee doesn't know anything about Wisconsin, and that's fine because he shouldn't.
Right.
Because you're not playing. They're not in your conference. You think Clark Lee is sitting over there in West End filling out his top 25 bracket?
No.
He's not. Clark Lee's got a football team to coach, which he does very well.
He's recruiting. He's making sure the guys are healthy, ready to go for spring ball.
There was a thing with Spurrier when he was at South Carolina years ago. He was having his GA do the top 25 coaches poll. He said, I don't have time.
Genius.
Don't have time to do that. I mean, do you think Luke Fickell knows who the who the quarterback is at NC State?
No.
Probably not, because he's not.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's not part of his doing. And so those polls, man, now they got the college football playoff standings. Those polls mean nothing now.
Why can't we just do it at the beginning of the season, go 5 weeks down the road, do it in week 5, and then another 3 to 4 weeks, then they start doing it one by one?
Well, it's good now because I think Vanderbilt finished 15th in the AP poll.
Well, good.
It looks good. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I don't mind having a poll at the end of the year. I got no problem with that, right? So you look like, hey, we finished 15th in the AP. Did you get in playoffs? Oh, no, but we finished 15th. Okay. There's some excitement. There's some confidence, some feel good right there coming in 15th.
You just hope you can bring that momentum into the following season. And that's what the one thing, looking back at the ReliaQuest Bowl that Vanderbilt was in against Iowa, was the ranking. If they won that game, they would have easily solidified a top 15 to 12 in that ballpark.
Yeah, right.
And to start the next year, that is, because the preseason poll, they'd start in that aspect. So
Well,
now that they've lost.
Yeah. Well, the problem is you're losing so many players. I mean,
Right.
you're losing, I don't know. I mean, I think each team's losing half their players.
Yeah.
You're getting new players. I mean, it's crazy.
But again, I brought this up with Jake the other day. I think Kirk Cignetti may have cracked the code a little bit when it comes to college football recruiting. He is bringing in talent that is proven and not the expectation. So he's paying players that have already proven their talent and not, the Alabamas of the world. They're going to spend $2 million on a player going into the transfer portal that barely recorded any statistics just because of his measurements.
But he had no 4 or 5 stars in Indiana.
Correct.
So he's just getting the meat grinders. The boy, I mean, come in there and you
Exactly.
got a job to do. It's the same thing Bill Belichick did in New England. He did not sign any high-priced or price free agents. If you got a big contract coming up, he traded you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out here. Plug another guy in. And that's the thing. That works if you get guys who are grateful for that opportunity and buy in. If you don't buy in, you get the Titans.
Yep. If you don't buy in, there's the door.
Yeah, hit the door, pal. Get out of here. All right, time for a break. Who we have at 2 o'clock?
We got the wonderful Greg Wyshynski, ESPN's NHL senior writer. Probably talk a little bit about some Preds action, right?
Heck yeah, we will.
And then obviously the Olympic break's coming up. That'll be fun. And I think 2 o'clock, just a lot of hockey.
A lot of fun.
Lot of
2:30,
fun.
Michelle Kennedy.
Indeed.
So we got everything covered for you right there. How you doing today, buddy?
Fantastic. It's Friday.
This Friday.
Love being here with everybody.
You do?
Yeah.
Good. Do you have a sled?
I don't. I just I just have one of those ones you could put the wood in, a wood for the sled.
Good Lord.
I mean, yeah,
Put the wood in. All
yeah,
right.
I mean, do you not have
What
that
are
in
you,
your backyard?
sledding with George Washington? No, I don't have that.
When you stack the wood, you got to get a sled to drag it around.
No.
Yeah, I have that. That's the one I use.
I'm telling you were stuck in 1847. All right, let's take another break here.
You got a log splitter?
Brando, you got a sled? Brando, you talk on the
I
mic.
do not actually.
Okay.
I have never sledded before.
Brandon, do you know how to stalk and kill a deer and bring it back for us to eat?
Right now that might be a useful skill.
Because I don't.
You start off
I don't
with the
either.
deer urine, and then you go from there.
Huh?
I'm serious. You spray the deer urine around the area. I think that's what you do.
You have no idea.
No, I've been told by a few people that like to hunt.
Where do you get deer urine?
That's a good
I don't
question.
recall seeing that at Publix.
I don't know, Joe.
That's Pro Shops?
It's in a spray, I believe.
Oh, is it good?
Well,
it's not a pill.
It might not be deer
Please
urine,
hit the break. Please hit the
form
break.
of a scent.
Go to break.
But, well, I can't go to break just yet, Joe. We have something to give away here. Real
Oh,
quick.
do we? Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Sorry,
hey,
buddy.
Well, what caller you want, Joe?
In honor of deer urine 5.
Okay, caller number 5. You could possibly win some tickets to Pro Wrestling Symphony at Eastside Bowl Sunday, February 1st. Again, caller number 5 right here on the Chase and McJoe Show, 102.5 The Game.
All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show. A few moments here. You hit something with the deer urine here, Dr. Crane, right? People reacting to this?
And I was right. You can buy it. And thank you to Wesson Hermitage. You can go buy it at your local, Target or Bass Pro. I mean, this is incredible.
And what's the point of all this?
It's just, when you go hunting, especially, I'll read some of these. Joey in Gallatin, he hits it right on the head. During the rut, you can buy, some form of urine to attract a male deer looking to mate. It's called the heat.
Okay, yeah, I know what the heat is.
Yeah,
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Any more?
Yeah, we have plenty more. Nevada Josh. I guess he
Nevada.
Nevada, sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, excuse me.
Sorry.
He said he delivered a package to a hunter last week. Said it smelled awful, like terrible, like
I bet.
nasty. He asked what was in it, and he said it's for deer, fox, and raccoon urine.
Okay.
That's like, would you call that a cocktail? Like a urine cocktail?
I am going home for the weekend.
I'm just, Joe.
Finish the show out. You and Brando.
I'm just saying, because, for the
just
animal.
read more.
All right, you got it. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Weston Hermitage said deer urine can be purchased at Target, Walmart, in the hunting section. Joe, I don't know if you knew that or not.
Did not.
But, yeah, that's kind of what we got right now. Patrick just texted in. I think you can buy deer urine at Target or Amazon. It smells terrible. Great show as always, Patrick. Love you, Patrick. Thank you, man.
Something I had no idea.
And also, too, this is a big plus about deer urine. You can spray it on your plants. I guess not directly, but around it. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something else.
You have no idea.
I'm thinking of something else. Excuse me. It's
this signal goes a lot of places out in the country.
I know.
So be right with this.
And I apologize. I did not want to put out misinformation there, but no, it's a different type of spray you can put on your plants to not attract deer. So it's a subject for another day. But
sounds like that.
Struck a chord with the wonderful listeners on 102.5 The Game.
All right. Well, here's the deal about the text line, which I love.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't know things, and our listeners are so smart, and they let us know what's happening, what's good, what's bad, information that we could pass along, and they're wonderful.
Yeah. Have you ever had any deer meat before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay until I found out it was deer meat.
Oh.
Let my brother trick me.
Oh.
He's like, you're eating deer. I'm like, I'm good.
Did your brother hunt?
A little bit.
Nice.
A little bit. Yeah. My brother-in-law, I'm not brother. My son-in-law is an avid hunter. So if something happened to me, I would go live with my daughter because Matt, my son-in-law, knows how to do all that.
He's a good dude.
He's got a musket. He's got a bow and arrow. He's got a rifle. He's got all that.
Talk about 1800s. There you go.
He did. I mean, he does. He could do all that.
Yeah.
Me, his father-in-law, is a big fat slob who would die within 24 hours.
Well, next time you're with him, say, hey, can you get me some backstrap? And be like, all right, I got you.
Excuse me?
Backstrap. That's the meat on the deer. It's the most flavorful
backstrap.
Meat. Backstrap. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Again, the text line will.
I had a different idea what that was, but thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
thank you for letting me know what that is.
No, but it's really good meat, man. I mean, you cook it properly. It's the flavor is all there.
Do you air fry it?
No, I don't know if you can air fry any deer meat. That's a text right there for the textures. That's an answer for them to answer. I don't have the answer to that.
You have an air fryer?
I do.
You don't like air fryers though, do you?
Not really.
Why not?
They don't give the full flavor, man.
They're frying things.
Yeah, in the air. Like it's
how do you cook bagel bites?
In the microwave.
Cook my air fryer here for me.
Really?
5 minutes, done.
I haven't had bagel bites since I was like in the 6th grade, Joe.
What's that? That's on you.
Yeah.
Because they're good. Who's coming up at 2:00, buddy?
The wonderful Greg Wyshynski with ESPN, the NHL senior writer. We'll chat with him about the Preds, chat a little bit about the Olympic break coming up and what that might mean for the Nashville Predators. How about that?
Sending it on its way, buddy.
Indeed. Right here on the Chase and Big Joe Show, 102.5 The Game.
All right, welcome back into the Chase and Big Joe show here on this Friday afternoon. Chase McCabe off today. Dr. Crane in for Chase. Brando behind the boards. Our final show before we all expire this weekend, before the 37 feet of ice drops on us. That's good, though. He usually joins us on a Thursday, but we'll join him on a Friday today. Here's Greg Wyshynski from ESPN NHL.com, senior writer. Greg, good afternoon, and this will be the last time we talk to you, buddy.
Oh, we're getting snowmageddon up here too. We're getting like 16 inches. It's gonna be. Everybody is marauding the grocery stores right now in New York City to prepare for what it'll be for the next few days. Are we doing a good solid 15 on Robert Saleh? What do you want to know as a Jets fan?
Heck yeah, man. We can do the next 2 hours on Robert Saleh. Yeah. What do you think about Robert Saleh?
He's a hell of a coordinator.
Oh no.
No, man. Like I'm happy he's getting another shot. Obviously, like, listen, no one's had success with the Jets since Rex Ryan, basically. So, like, it's just like in the NHL. You everybody has to have a first coaching gig, right? And so he's probably learned a little bit, since he was the head coach of the Jets, and his defensive acumen and credentials is unimpeachable. He just kind of lost the thread at some point, but good to see him get another shot. I was kind of pumped about the possibility of both him and McDaniel going to Tennessee, but I guess that's not in the cards. So, if nothing else, the defense is going to be just destructive in Tennessee with him as head coach.
We'll love it. We'll take it. Before we talk about the Predators and Roman Josi, I love when you guys do these power rankings and each team's biggest fan. And did you do this poll on ESPN.com?
I had nothing to do with this one, actually. So I'm excited to hear what you're going to tell me in a second.
Well, you got the Predators at 26. Now, this is not a fan poll. It's just kind of like power rankings. And it says each team's biggest celebrity fan. And you guys have Nick Saban, obviously, as the biggest Preds fan there. And it just makes me laugh. I mean, I get it, but I'd have gone with Vince Gill. He loves the Nashville Predators. But that's all subjective.
Well, I think with Saban now there needs to be an asterisk because he's not just a fan; he's an owner.
Yes.
So there's got to be a certain caveat there. They really had you guys at 26th. Jesus,
right? Are you gonna go into the boardroom and crack some skull, Greg?
I'm cracking my knuckles right now, man. Like there needs to be greater appreciation for the insanely great rebound for this team this year, which obviously continued last night. What an amazing win last night! That the rally. The fact that it's again Stammer coming through, and I saw a stat this morning that I guess there's like 5 different guys on the Predators that have had hat tricks this year, which is kind of a wacky and wild stat. But it's been the renaissance has been interesting because I still think that the offense has been good, but I think at last check in the last maybe like few weeks they're still giving up a goal a game more than they're scoring. But they're still rolling. I mean, like they're very much in the hunt for at this point the second wild card in the West as Utah's kind of put a little distance there between themselves and the second wild card. But it's just inspiring to see what was. I mean, hell, like we talked about it like a month ago that it was like a lost season.
Right.
The clock's ticking down to the trade deadline, and here we are talking about the Predators playing like relevant games in late January.
I love it too because Utah's in town. The Preds take on them tomorrow, so they can make up some ground on them. I wanted to ask you, Roman Josi last night played in game number 1,000 for the same team, and I find this stat greater than I think it probably should be and less than it should be because in this day and age, Greg, of guys bouncing left and right, I'm unhappy, I want more money. The fact that Roman Josi just stayed here 1,000 games, kept his head down, and is one of the best players in NHL. I think it's a great story, Greg.
It is a great story. I mean, I think in hockey, these guys, unless there are extenuating circumstances, all would prefer to, play as many games as they can with one team and in a perfect world, finish out their careers with one team, which is kind of like what we're seeing in Pittsburgh right now, where, Crosby and Malkin probably had every reason to leave in the last couple of years, but they stuck through it. And now they're like contending for a playoff spot and maybe going to stick around there for a bit longer. So yeah, the fact that Roman's been in Nashville for as long as he has been such a vital part of the team for as long as he has been. it's been great to see, and hopefully it continues.
Greg Wyshynski is on the line with us here on the Jason McJoe Show. Greg, looking at this Preds team last night, obviously 5 unanswered goals, being down 3-0, but Stamkos with his 16th career hat trick. It just seems like he's playing on a different level right now. Where do you see his trajectory going the rest of the season if this play continues?
It's a great question. I mean, ultimately, there's obviously a few directions this could take us, right? I mean, I think back earlier in the season when it was talked about whether or not it would benefit the Predators more to trade him than to have him on the roster, I think one of the questions was, how much does he have left in the tank? You know, when the puck wasn't going in for him, and as we can see now, that he's got a lot left. You know, like he's clearly has not lost a touch as a goal scorer. And I talked to some of his former teammates earlier this year for a story, and they all said, look, you know, it's just not going in for him, and then, you know, all of a sudden it'll go in for him, and then the goals won't stop. And that's exactly kind of how it's played out this season. So on the one hand, if you're looking for, you know, a reason to reshape the roster and maybe sell high on Stamkos, you certainly provided that reason in, you know, the last couple of months of the season. But again, it's hard to really think about that aspect of the roster and the direction of this team when things are really clicking and rolling. And, you know, like, as a sort of a sidebar to this, I know a lot of people are kind of like, who the hell wants to finish in the second wild card in the West, right? Like you're just there to be, you know, blood in the water for the Colorado Avalanche in the first round. And, you know, to that, I'd say it's always important to make the playoffs, and for teams to make the playoffs, it's always, you know, it means extra money, but it's also great experience for your young players, and you never know how it shakes out. I mean, I'm within the last several years, I covered a playoff series between Tampa Bay and Columbus, where Tampa Bay looked like no one was going to beat them until Columbus swept them in the first round. So you never know, and you just want to get in. And it bums me out when people are like, why even try if you're just going to end up playing Colorado?
Yeah, because look, the Preds have proven it this past last week. That is when they played Edmonton in Colorado, they put 7 goals on Colorado, which is uncommon, really unheard of in all of the NHL right now. And one player specifically I'd like to get into, you mentioned Stamkos, the trajectory of that, but a guy coming off of injury, Jonathan Marchessault, bagged himself a goal last night, led the team with 5 shots in the game itself. I'm curious to see your gauge on the situation if Barry Trotz tends to look at this as more of a trade value or a guy they can hold and retain and possibly for a playoff push.
I think in Marchessault's case, it's even more intriguing as a potential trade chip, just because his reputation is that of a real intense playoff performer, to the point where he's got an MVP to his credit. And so if you're a contending team and you feel like you have a hole in your top 6 forward group, you know, and certainly you want to maybe increase the compete level of your team heading into the postseason, like he would seem like an essential player. I mean, obviously the economics are what they are, and you've got to kind of like figure that part out. But in some ways, he's a more intriguing trade chip than Stamkos, if only because his value seems so geared towards the postseason. There's a couple of guys like that. Nazem Kadri of the Flames, for example, is a guy who certainly can contribute in the regular season, but to me, the je ne sais quoi of his game is for what he can do in the postseason to bring that grit and intensity and everything else. And I think Marchessault is in that same boat. Like, he's just such a spark plug. He reminds me of, you know, what some of those guys on Florida give them on any given day, where, you know, the ability to make a play or deliver a hit or just do something to change the game is so valuable in the playoffs. And I think Marchessault is that kind of player.
And when it comes to the goaltending, UC Saros has played pretty good the last couple of games for the Preds. You know, looking at the Olympics coming up in Milan, him being a key contributor for Team Finland, I'm just curious, does that help or does that hurt a guy like UC Saros when it comes to the amount of times the players are playing for their, the teams that are playing for their Olympic teams, and you're just wondering, yeah, they're going to be playing their hearts out for their country. I wonder if that's going to help out Saros or not.
Are you asking me if all the teams that have a bunch of Russian guys are pretty happy that those guys are going to get like 3 weeks off?
Yeah, it seems like it, right?
No, man. Like, I think the Olympics are an interesting animal. Like, you know, that I do think that if you play well there, it can carry over. There can be some confidence boost for guys that play well in that tournament. I think it's only a good thing for a player like Saros to get his reps and play in some really big, meaningful games and represent his country. So it'll be the really intriguing thing, though, for him and for anybody that's not on Canada or the U.S. is it inevitably going to be Canada and the U.S.? And what's the bummer for Finland is that they won't have Alexander Barkov there, the Florida Panthers star who's missed the entire season so far because of an injury he suffered in his first practice. And like, if they had him, they might have a puncher's chance at an upset. Sweden, like, they're going through a bunch of injuries right now, especially at the center spot. And so that diminishes their chances. So it's kind of weird. Like, in a lot of years, Sweden, Finland, the Czechs, a few others seem like they could be pesky trap games for the USA and Canada. But in this tournament, for a lot of reasons, injuries being the primary one, it kind of feels like we got a real King Kong versus Godzilla situation between the USA and Canada, which is obviously really good news for my friends at NBC, who would like nothing more than to see those two teams play for a medal.
Is it fair, Greg? I mean, UC Saros has faced over more shots on goal than anybody else in the league. I mean, like 100, 200 more than everybody else. Is it fair he's getting so many shots? Is he I'm going to say we all could do better. I get this, but is it fair to blame him for some things when he's getting shots left and right at the goal?
I mean, I actually haven't seen what his analytics look like recently as far as what his goals saved above expected are at this point in the season. But, like I said earlier, if there is a glaring deficiency on this Predators team throughout this reversal in the standings, it's on the defensive end, whether that's the goaltending or, like you said, whether that's just the amount of shots they give up. When you're giving up a goal more than you're scoring, that's not a sustainable thing. And yet that's kind of what the Predators have been for, I think, at least the last 3 or 4 weeks. So, a last line of defense, all that's what your goaltending needs to be. And in some cases, he certainly stepped up and has been that. But they could certainly be a little bit tighter in front of him. I
totally get that. Before I let you go, Greg, our question of the day is, what is the best all-time arcade video game?
Wow. All right. So the game I really enjoyed playing more than anything growing up was Spy Hunter. Remember Spy Hunter?
Yes.
Yeah, Spy Hunter is a driving game. You're in like a James Bond like car.
Yes.
Guns and stuff. You go in the back of these tractor trailers to get special weapons like smoke screen and oil slicks. That was probably the game I played the most and had the most fun with. I was also a big Dig Dug guy, which is a classic game. But I will put my beautiful wife over for a second. Her abilities on Tapper, the game where you're filling up the beer mugs,
yes,
and then serving them off to customers. She's like King of Kong good on that game. And
that's great.
I always love watching it. And so those are 3 games that I would probably put up there against anything else. And I know that probably ages me a bit. I'm not talking about Street Fighter. I'm not talking about modern games. I'm talking about the games that I still play at the retro arcade with a frosty IPA next to me.
Yeah, exactly. That was kind of the gist of that. I'm not a Mortal Kombat guy. I'm an older guy, but like Galaga, Miss Pac-Man, Defender, Joust, Tempest, games like that just kind of make you 15 years old again.
Tempest. Oh man, now you're really pulling from the old school barrel.
Yeah, it just goes around and around. It's crazy.
I'll throw one more out because this was my favorite multiplayer game. Like, me and my boys would always get around the machine and play. There was a game called Gauntlet where you were either an elf or a warrior or a wizard, and the whole game was just like you and your boys just like destroying a bunch of enemies together. It was one of those. It was like the X-Men game where it's like, or the Ninja Turtles game where it's like 4 different joysticks. And you all kind of stand around the big machine and play it.
Yes, we've got a lot of votes for that today, so that's really good.
Sweet.
For
NBA Jam.
There you go.
I obviously got to throw that out there too from the
Love
sports.
that one,
awesome. Greg, thank you, brother. Stay safe. We'll talk to you next week.
Anytime.
All right, Greg Wyshynski, ESPNNHL.com. He's big time.
Fantastic.
Although Predators at 26 and
big issue with that. Utah Mammoth over the Preds.
I'm telling you, it's not Greg's fault. They don't care about Nashville. They don't care.
Small market.
And it's the same for the NFL. The Titans they're an afterthought. Only way to get respect is to do what?
Go to Broadway. No, I'm joking. Win.
Win games.
Yeah.
That's it. Win games. It was great watching the Predators in 17. Everybody's like, oh, I didn't know. This is great. I didn't know about Nat. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good here. Pretty good. And that same goes for the Titans. I mean, Titans never hosted a championship game here.
Mhm.
Haven't hosted a playoff game here since they did one in 2020 season,
Yep.
one in 2008. So 2 playoff games you've hosted in 20-something years,
Well,
man.
we looked it up yesterday. The last one was the 2003.
2002 season.
Yeah, but 2003
doesn't count. 2002 season.
Right. I know what you mean.
But in January of 2003, it was a game versus the Steelers.
Yep.
That they won. And then the next week they lost to the Raiders to go to the Super Bowl. So that's it. All right, we'll come back. Michelle Kennedy of the Predators joins at 2:30, the very latest on what any kind of impact the Storm's going to have for the game tomorrow for the Nashville Predators as they take on the Utah Mammoth. Much more. 3 o'clock, we have a real show that comes in. You know that? DVD.
Yes, sir.
Real show. They break down real topics.
That was before the VHS tapes, too. You dad joke Friday.
No,
Come on. I'm trying.
after.
Again,
VHS was first.
that's what I'm saying. VHS and then DVD.
Uh-huh.
So we're the VHS.
Yeah. Oh, we're the VHS.
Yes, Joe. Good.
You know 2 things about a joke.
Yeah.
First is what?
The delivery,
Second is
the punchline.
be funny.
I just gave you the actual definition of that, but okay, whatever.
All right, this is Chasing Big Joe show. Much more right here, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel, 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back here to the Chase and Big Joe show. By the way, this is friend of show Chris Kirkpatrick
Indeed.
for NSYNC. I bet you were, yeah, they're out. You're so young.
I
And
got-
big NSYNC fan. I
I've
like
got their
him.
CDs.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like boy bands. I like New Kids on the Block.
Who said you didn't?
I know. What was that band you had at Father Ryan? The Fighting Irish Four, you guys?
Excuse me? The Fighting Irish Four?
Yeah, we had y'all little boy band over there.
No, we actually have one of the best bands in the land. I'm not the band in the land, but our band went to Thanksgiving parade in like 2010.
Okay. And that determines that you're a good band?
Yeah, absolutely.
But not by winning Contest of Champions? Right?
I think they won that. Yeah.
You don't know.
I just know that they went.
Look, here's
to
the deal.
Thanksgiving
When
parade.
you do a story and you don't know about it, if you say it with conviction
Yeah.
and you make me believe it, I'll believe anything.
Yeah. Well,
Like, hey, man, they went to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Not many bands. You got to be good to go to that. I'd be like, damn, they must be good.
yeah.
But when you come at me with, no, I think maybe they didn't. That's how you say it, man.
You're something else.
Are you going to come back next week to work?
Yeah, probably will. I need to keep the lights on in some aspects.
The deer urine thing is taking over our text line.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's crazy things that take over our text line.
You're welcome. Look, all I'm doing is just giving information to you for you to know.
And this all stems from our producer, Brando, is like me. We can't do anything when so we're going to die. Those who can hunt are going to survive.
You can hunt, Joe. I'm telling you, like yesterday, if you were to go ice fishing or if you were stuck in the snow, you would force yourself to learn how to just hunt.
Ice
and gather.
fishing.
Yes.
I weigh 275 pounds. I'm going straight through the ice.
No, you can just sit on the shore because that's where fish they like to sit in the banks of
No, so
the
I don't
water.
know this.
Yes, you do.
What's the thing about a snake? Like if he's got
What?
diamond head, he is venomous or not. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask, Mr. Snake, are you venomous? So if you are, please don't bite me. If you're not, you can bite me. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
And corn snakes are harmless.
How am I going to find out? Is he eating corn?
No, it's just their
Is he
size.
yellow? Looks like a corn? I don't know this stuff. I wasn't brought up on this.
And you mean to tell me that my education at Father Ryan didn't do me justice and you're over here with McGavick technology?
Look,
in your
man,
brain?
we know how to smoke cigarettes, fight, roll joints. That's what we did at McGavick.
Jeez.
That's all we did
Good
over
Lord.
there. We can do that.
Yeah, my foundation is going to school, church, eating, and playing sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you also know how to cook and do things like that. I don't know how.
You know how, Joe.
I would have, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be funny. I would have not survived as a pioneer in the 1840s. Like if they came over the Mayflower and said, hey, we've got to go out and cut down a tree, I'm like, I am not doing this. I'm going to go back to England. I'm out here.
No, you get about 5 or 6 of your buddies and you go and hack down a tree.
Okay. And you get some kind of typhoid fever and you die. I'm not doing this. I am not partaking in your dumb games.
Okay.
I'm not. Also, with the storm, more potholes. That'll be fun.
Ah, yes. 440's favorite time of year.
More potholes.
Yeah. Have they fixed a lot of 440 when it comes to stuff like that?
440 is I'm told, is a state interstate. It's not the city's responsibility. That's what I've been told.
Well, somebody's got to fix that.
Evidently, you're Mr. Badass. You can do it all, right?
I can't fix a pothole the size of an asteroid crater.
Get to work. How about that? Hey, but if you just sit on the bank with the fishing and then you cast because fish like to hang out at the bank. That's not working for me, man.
You're unbelievable.
And I don't know how to go out and get a deer. I don't.
That one I think's a little bit of a stretch.
But that's how we came up with the deer urine.
Yeah.
It's like go out and buy that, spray it in your backyard, and they automatically show up.
Yeah.
Because the males are in heat or whatever.
Correct. During the rut season.
What's the rut season?
Mating season.
When's that?
I believe
That does me no good if I'm dying in February.
In the fall?
So I'm dead.
I have to go back and look on the calendar.
So it does me no good in January.
No.
God bless you guys.
You think Michelle Kennedy might know?
Toss to it, brother.
Well, she might. She's coming up next right here on the Chase and Big Joe Show. 102.5 The Game. Love hearing that music, and I'm sure our next guest loves it as well. Michelle Kennedy with the Nashville Predators joins us now. Michelle, how are you ahead of all the Snowmageddon stuff?
I'm great. It's perfect. It's going to be perfect weather for hockey. What better to have going on outside than some frozen precipitation to set the right stage for a hockey game, right?
Indeed, absolutely. What are the plans for tomorrow's game with the Utah Mammoth?
So we just sent out a communication to our Smashville loyal members, informing them that as of now, tomorrow's game is going to be played as scheduled. And we're looking forward to safely welcoming fans to Bridgestone Arena to watch a great hockey game and also to celebrate alongside Roman Josi, who I think everyone's heard by now. He played his 1,000th game last night, and we have a great ceremony planned to celebrate him. The communication also identifies a reduced rate to stay at Omni downtown if somebody wants to take a staycation and avoid any potential inclement road conditions. And then we've got some 50% off select concessions. You know, we want everyone to come down here as safely as possible and enjoy the game. Would also encourage people to stay posted to their social media, our social media platforms. You know, if anything changes, that's how we can communicate in the quickest way. We're not anticipating that, but you never know. I mean, this looks like a pretty brutal storm, and we have various considerations. So we'll continue to monitor it. We're trying to we're doing our best at being meteorologists over here.
That's not an easy job, is it?
It is not.
To do all that. I just to know, very rarely, right, do professional teams cancel games? Because I don't think there's a lot that gets canceled throughout even history.
That's right. If you have hockey players here and you have officials here, we'd love to have a ton of people here to watch it. But if you've got those elements, players and officials, you have what it takes to play a hockey game.
So as of right now, everything is scheduled for Saturday.
That's right.
All right, very good. Michelle, we had Greg Wyshynski on from ESPN NHL.com talking about Roman Josi. Just the rarity of having a guy playing 1,000 games in the same uniform is so rare, with so many players complaining and want to move on, and I don't like this and that. I mean, this guy is a treasure, is he not?
He is a treasure. You said it. He is such a special guy. It's been so fun. His family, his mom, his dad, his brother, a lot of his folks have come in from Switzerland to see him. They were all so excited last night wearing their Roman shirts. It's just, he really is so special. My story in Smashville began about the same time his did. I came here in 2008 and he was drafted that same year. And I've just seen him accomplish so much. You know, I feel like he's grown up in front of my eyes, and he went from an 18-year-old draft pick to the heartbeat of our organization and to this community. You know, he's got so many hockey accolades, world championships, all-star games, Stanley Cup final, Norris Trophy. He's now an Olympian. It's been great watching him succeed at such a high level on the ice, but it's been just as fun watching him evolve off the ice. He has become an elite husband, an elite father, an elite philanthropist in our community. It's really just been such a great privilege to be a small part of his journey. His positive impact on this organization and this community is absolutely profound. And there is no one that I can think of who I would rather celebrate and who's more deserving of all of the attention than he is. He's a super special person.
Absolutely. Michelle Kennedy's on the line with us. Yeah, you mentioned Roman Josi there, and I believe the Preds media team online kind of showed the softer side of Roman Josi a little bit with his kids announcing the lineup card last night before the game and such. It just goes to show you he's a complete player on and off the ice, and I assume there's some stuff that is to be presented to one Roman Josi before tomorrow's game.
Yes, there will be an on the ice ceremony before pregame, so make sure that when you come down to be a part of the Snow Globe that will be Nashville, come early and get in your seat before the game starts, because you won't want to miss that pregame ceremony to watch him be celebrated as the first player to skate in 1,000 games for us. I mean, it really is special for him. It's special for us. It's all of us who have been a part of it, and including all Smashvillians in this whole community. He's been just a gem, and come on down and watch him be celebrated tomorrow.
Yeah, you mentioned Romeosi's the celebration, obviously, and then not too long before this all took place, Steven Stamkos celebrated 600 career goals as well. There was a celebration for him, and now that he had his 16th career hat trick last night, it's got to be fun watching this team go throughout the rest of this season.
It is, and last night, especially in the third period, the will that team had, they were not going to let their captain lose on his 1,000th game, and the swagger that is back in Stamkos's skate stride is unbelievable. The guy is a fully integrated part of this organization and this community, and they're a tight knit group. I think to overcome what looked like it was headed a game that was looked to be headed in a very bad direction last night, and you could tell that those guys had a great time together, cared a whole lot about each other. And again, they weren't going to let their captain lose his 1,000th game.
And they did not. Michelle Kennedy from the Nashville Predators is with us. Looking ahead, one of the best events all year long. The Globetrotters are in town next weekend. And look, they are as good now as they were last year, 10 years ago, 30 years ago. But, Michelle, you guys have a hidden gem, and that's F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville. And I understand the Globetrotters are going to be there next Friday.
They are. January 30th, they're going to be at F&M Bank Arena, and then they're going to be here at Bridgestone Arena on the next day. So we've got a cool back-to-back, an hour up the road. And you're right, F&M Bank Arena is a hidden gem, and I don't think it'll be hidden for very long. People will see what a wonderful one, and they already have. But I think it will become a prominent place for a lot of different shows to route. But get up there on the 30th and see them at F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville. Find your favorite player, then truck back down here and see them the next day. And then we've got, two more February 2nd, February 4th home games before we jump into the Olympic break. And don't forget that you'll be able to watch our guys in the Olympics as well. We have 4 Olympians, and our trainer is also the Olympic trainer for the U.S. So we've got a lot of representation in the Olympics. February 5th, as our team goes to play the last game before the Olympic break in Washington, we're going to host Rascal Flats here. Then on February 14th, we have a Nashville Hoop Showdown between Ohio State and Virginia. So never a dull moment in Smashville, guys.
You got that right, Michelle. Preds outside of the wild card spot by 1 point. There's a lot of fun hockey coming up at Bridgestone Arena tomorrow at 2:30. Pregame starting at 1:30 here on 102.5 The Game. Michelle, appreciate the time, and we'll possibly see you tomorrow.
Absolutely. You guys stay warm.
Thank you. You too.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Are you going to the game tomorrow?
I don't know.
Look how
yet.
pleasant her sign-off is too,
I
right?
know,
Most people that slam the phone down on us.
Elegant, wonderful.
Very, very pleasant sign-off. We like that.
Yeah, not just, hey, see you, bye.
We had on, I remember who it was, that Chase and I and Greg Polk had on years ago, the guy from NASCAR, and I forgot his name, and he's on speakerphone, or he had his phone up, and he went to slam it, and he hit the speakerphone, and it dropped on it was just this chaos.
So I assume Bud Adams 2.0.
Oh, it was worse than that.
Oh, man.
It's like, have a great day. He's like, yeah, sure. Bam. It's like, bang, 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 and the phone dropped. I was like, oh, man.
No, but that sign off right there, Michelle Kennedy, top notch.
Pure class.
Yep.
Pure class. Speaking of pure class, what's coming up next?
Oh, class. Well, you know what type of class it is. It's celebrity birthdays, and what day is it?
And we're not going to waste your time.
Not at all.
Nope.
Not a second. So it's coming up next right here on the Jason Big Joe Show, 102.5 The Game.
Bam, bam. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show right here, 102.5 The Game. Chase off today, Dr. Crane in studio, Brando behind the glass. Our last show before winter takes over and we'll never see each other ever again. Stay strong out there, folks. We got this. We'll do this together. Check in on your neighbors. Love each other. We'll be strong to go with that. So, a lot of fun. With that being said, Brando, are you ready to play the game today?
Oh, yeah. Always ready.
Shall we play the game?
We shall. Let's hit it.
Hit it, brother.
You ready for this one, Joe? You'll love this list today.
First is, what day is it?
It is. What is today? International Sticky Toffee Pudding Day is today.
Say that slower.
International Sticky Toffee Pudding Day.
I'm not a fan of the toffee.
What about the sticky toffee? Sticky toffee
Just
pudding.
move on.
That's what it is.
God,
okay.
just move on.
Next is Measure Your Feet Day.
You know what they say about big feet, right?
Big shoes.
Big socks.
And big brain. National Activity Professionals Day is today. National Handwriting Day is today.
By the way, I have the worst handwriting. All right. Your handwriting's not bad.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Chase is awful.
You know why my era of people have really good handwriting?
Because you're a born in 1780?
No, they taught cursive in second grade, and now they don't even teach that anymore. These
Okay.
kids don't know how to sign a signature.
You're right.
I mean, what are we doing?
Nothing.
Exactly. Continuing with the list, National Pie Day is today, and to follow up with that, a specific pie, National Rhubarb Pie.
Well, as I told you, never give away your pie for free.
That's correct. And last on the list, Joe, Snowplow Mailbox Hockey Day.
What is that?
No clue. I assume it says Snowplow Mailbox Hockey Day.
So do you play hockey on the street and use the mailboxes as hit the goal?
I think you use a snowplow.
Really? Let me pull up my snowplow in my garage. Nobody's got a snowplow.
It seems like a northerner thing. I don't know.
God, they're so weird.
Yeah. And they think sweet tea's not good. Give me a break.
I love sweet tea.
Yeah.
Right? Sweet tea's really good.
It's top notch.
Unsweet tea should be outlawed.
Yeah. It's almost like a slap in the face to sweet tea.
It is. Unsweet tea and just regular black coffee, awful.
Half on that one.
What?
Black coffee's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, black coffee's terrible.
I think you need to experiment with different blends
I
of
think you
coffee.
can get out of my
beans.
face.
I think you need to try a Colombian blend, a Guatemalan blend, Honduran blend. You'd love it.
It's still, there's no bite there. I need bite.
There's bite. There's bite.
You're just a weirdo. Brando, you ready to go, buddy?
I am ready. I do feel a little offended by the black coffee thing. But I
Thank
can't
you.
do it. I can't do it. No,
No, he's
I
on my
can't do
side.
it.
What?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Brando
cannot
was
do
on
it.
Big Joe's side.
Y'all
Thank you,
are
Brando.
Crazy. I know the text line's with me on this one.
No, nobody likes black coffee.
Yeah, they do.
That's why the creamer was invented.
No.
Because black coffee is so terrible. Thank you, Brando.
Let's get to the
Anytime,
birthdays. This
anytime.
is I can't.
Because it's an argument you're going to lose.
No, I can't get.
We'll
to the
continue
slander.
this next week.
Sure.
All right, here we go. First birthday today. Brando, you go first because you're on my team. How old is Hall of Famer? He played in the very first Super Bowl, Jerry Kramer.
Very first Super Bowl. I'm going to go 89.
88.
90.
Oh,
Brando on the board, 1-0. Dr. Crane, how old is the guy that fired Lane Kiffin on the tarmac? Former USC athletic director and Rams quarterback and Rhodes Scholar, Pat Hayden.
62.
75.
73. Brando up 2-0. Brando, how old is former Brown kick returner, Texas Longhorn, Eric Metcalf?
Ooh, let's go 64.
60.
He is 58. Nick's on the
Here
board.
we go.
Nick, how old is Brendan Shanahan?
Brendan Shanahan. 48.
44.
He is 57. Well done. Brando, how old is former Titan Hall of Famer Kevin Mawai?
Oh, Kevin Mawai, 45.
48.
Brando sounded confident. He's 55. Really good. Dr. Crane, you had her poster on your room growing up. How old is Tanya Harding?
Tanya Harding is, oh boy, 63?
58.
54. Brando, how old is Tito Ortiz?
Tito Ortiz, gosh. 51.
56.
51 exactly. Brando's up 4-1. Dr. Crane, how old is Robin Zander, the lead singer of Cheap Trick?
We just played some Cheap Trick.
We did, and that's the reason why I play Cheap Trick.
Oh,
You're
look
very,
at
you should be a
you.
detective.
Yeah, probably shouldn't. I'm gonna go 66.
58.
73. Brando, how old is Mariska Hargitay?
53.
From SUV, that show that's been on for 50 years. How old you say?
53.
All right.
58.
62. One of the best looking women ever in television, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, Dr. Crane, from Beverly Hills 90210 and Saved by the Bell.
I'm gonna go 55.
48.
52. All right, speed round. Here we go.
So close.
Dr. Crane, how old is MacGyver? Richard Dean Anderson.
70.
75.
76. Brando's at 5-1. Brando, how old is the great Anita Baker?
71.
Shout out to Jim Wyatt. 78.
68.
Sorry, Jim.
Dr. Crane, how old is former CBS Evening News anchor Nora O'Donnell?
70.
63.
70? She's 52.
Oh, I thought you said 70. I was excited there.
I didn't say it. I said Nora O'Donnell.
Yeah, I know.
Brando, actor Gail O'Grady from NYPD Blue.
58.
52.
63. One more. How old is bass player Earl Falconer, Dr. Crane, of UB40? You're down 5-1. Make it respectable.
You got
Bass player Earl Falconer of UB40.
69.
64.
67. You got one.
All right. 5-2.
5-2.
Not a lot
And
of
that's
sports
it. Brando,
birthdays.
well done, buddy. Well done. We've got 2 minutes left.
I just want to let you guys know on the text line, Joey and Gallatin, quote, black coffee is great for you, and it's the best thing to drink first thing in the morning with a lot of exclamation points. That's one. Great.
Yeah, make sure you pick out the ones that go to your side.
No. There's only two that have chimed in on it. Gino has chimed in and said black coffee in all caps is the only way to go.
Gino. And who's the Gallatin guy?
Joey,
come on. Y'all are better than that.
Joey and Gino. Those are the guys, man. They understand it.
Are any of us really drinking coffee because it's good for us? Like, if we're being honest, are we drinking it because it's good for us?
You're
really?
talking about a guy that tries to be in depth with it. Yes.
Is anything good for us these days? Is
That's
a
a great
banana good?
question.
I don't even tell me banana's not good for it. I don't know.
Bananas are delicious, man. Hey, look, black coffee, if you can get the right blend of the bean, I mean, it's great. It really is.
Right blend of the bean.
Yeah.
How often do you get the right blend of the bean?
I mean, it depends on how much water you put with it. I'm being serious.
We're gonna get into this next week because I think you're wrong on this. Black coffee's if people love black coffee so much, there would not be all this creamer out there.
Look, the text line loves me on this. They're saying black coffee's great. Again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading
Picking
what's
and
out
choosing
there.
what you
No,
want.
I'm not. I'm not.
Sad to do that. In the last minute we got here, who's going to play in the Super Bowl?
I believe it'll be the Patriots and the Rams.
We're agreeing everything today, right?
We know ball.
I want New England to win for one purpose. This town would probably lose its mind about Vrabel and they just would. It would happen.
I think south of Nashville, you'll see a bunch of fireworks. And I think probably north of Nashville in the Nissan Stadium area, you'll see some fans pretty mad.
You can be mad all you want. I mean, but the fact is your former coach now has a team in the Super Bowl if they win.
Yeah, that's fair.
Taking a team that won 8 games in 2 years and they're in the Super Bowl.
But again, he knows how to take advantage of a bad schedule.
He does.
He is a really good
That's
coach
the
for that.
weakest NFL schedule since 2007.
Yeah.
The Patriots. And look, not his fault.
No. And it's not his fault the backup quarterback's playing the AFC Championship game. He
I know.
can't help that.
I'm with you 100% there. So the Rams Seahawks game would be really good. I'm looking forward to it. Those games this year between both of them have been fantastic.
Nothing but great.
I'd like to see Matthew Stafford get that. That's a fun team to watch, man.
Yeah, and if it's Patriots Rams in the Super Bowl, guess what? You're getting 2 MVP caliber quarterbacks to the voting.
Also, it's a repeat of the 2001 Super Bowl.
Is it really?
Won by the Patriots. Except the Rams were in St. Louis back then.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you for having me, Chase McCabe. Thank you very much, sir.
Brando, as always, thanks, bud. Appreciate you behind the glass. As we leave the message all the time, it's a very serious message today to the guys out there. I know the storm's coming. Can't do anything about it. Let's embrace it. Enjoy it. To the guys out there, I need you to do one thing for me, right? I need you to go to therapy. I need you to talk. I need you to open up. I need you to do that. Just one time. Just one time, please go to therapy. I know some really big, beefy, big men that go to therapy and it changed their life. And I want just one time, do it. And when you go that one time, you'll understand gratitude and how much God loves you. I'm telling you, just go one time. Our world is a better place because you are here. I need you here to walk your daughter down the aisle. I need you here to hold your grandbaby. I just need you here. All right? Please go to therapy. Just one time. Do it one time. All the avenues there to do that. That's how much we love you guys. Have a great weekend. We love you more importantly than anything else in the world. God loves you. A real show. DVD is up next.